Okay, I'm fine. Oh, let's get things sorted, eh? Bam. Oh, I forgot to capture the game. Let me chill out with the Metal Harbor really quick. Let me just capture the old game real fast. There we go. So hello everybody. Hello Skyfall Chan. Oh yeah, let me put your name on the first. Good to see you. Hope you're doing alright. And we're just picking up where we left off. Last time we killed everybody in the combat zone and we recruited Kate, which is cool. Kate was actually the first companion that I romanced in this game, like way back in 2015, 16, whatever it was when I first played this. And yeah, she starts with a double-barrel shotgun, which is honestly pretty good. She's got the long barrel upgrade. Oh my god, Kate. She's got the long barrel upgrade and she's got the full stock. Can you please stop like poking me in the eyes with your damn shotgun? But yeah, anyway, so now that we have her, we have Dogmeat, who's like obviously very close range because he's a dog. Then we have Kate, who's also short range with her shotgun. And then we've got these three, which are kind of mid-range. They got submachine guns, and then she's got a laser gun. And then I'm just the wild card. I hold up the rear because I'm squishy because I'm playing on very hard.
That just looks like junk to me.
What do you mean? That's the funniest thing about modding the game so you can have multiple companions is that, like, they all comment about stuff at the same time. So it's like picking up junk. You're gonna hear all their opinions about it all at the same time. Kate would look good with like a cowboy hat. I'm gonna keep my eyes out. Cowboy hat, Minuteman hat, whichever I find first. Weird jumping glitch, man. Like, I'm supposed to be able to jump, like... That's how high you're supposed to be able to jump right there. Then every now and then it doesn't let me jump that high. Weird.
Hey.
Put on this bandana.
Better be worth it.
Oh. It doesn't actually
Hey.
appear on her model. Never mind, I'm gonna take that back.
What's yours is mine. Right, darling?
I just met and I'm already darling? Huh. Alright, let's skedaddle. I'm not sure how to fix that jumping glitch. I'm really not. I guess we'll just see if it becomes too annoying, and if it does, I'll have to maybe troubleshoot midstream. I've never had that happen before, and I don't think it's anything mod related, because it's like, I haven't added any new mods since my last playthrough, and I never got that. I got 20 minutes before a presentation. Oh gosh. Hi, really good to see you. We're doing good here. What kind of presentation you got? Hopefully you do well. And hopefully you ain't too anxious or anything about it. I was never a big fan of giving presentations, so I understand the strife.
Kate, you should take it easy on the gas. You look like shit.
If you're trying to piss me off, it's working.
Oh, Kate, why do they all got the blackface glitch? What the fuck? You know, I know that, like, Bethesda games are synonymous with, like, goofy glitches and stuff like that, but it's like, I think by the next game they come out with, which will be Elder Scrolls 6, I think maybe they ought to try a little harder from here on. Maybe, actually iron out your freaking games for a change. Because I'll be honest, it's pretty old by now for me, because I've been playing Bethesda games since Oblivion came out. And you know what? I think the charm of all the bugs has finally worn off, because now it's just kind of like, are you serious? So it's like every 15 minutes I have to sit here and do something stupid like this to remedy a glitch that they haven't patched in 10 years that this game's been out. Ridiculous. Something about KPIs, business stuff, basically. Fair enough. Well, I hope it goes well. Oh my god. Todd needs a new yacht. Ugh. Todd needs to get replaced, I think. Oh, I'm really not in the mood for this. Between the jump glitch and that constantly happening, it's just like, I don't know, man. Like, maybe I've played enough Fallout 4 in my life. I don't know. If the game keeps being glitchy, I'm not really in the mood for that. So if it keeps being glitchy, we're going to just switch to something else. If quitting the main menu doesn't help, we're going to close the game and reopen it. Hi, Candy Floops. What do we do if our friends start to grow blue and grow blue in the way, especially in Nuka World? I think we tell them that we accept their aura related choices. Okay, thank goodness. Okay, thank God. I think we could tell them, hey, I support your aura related choices. It's a beautiful shade of blue. However, maybe stay a few feet away from me, because it starts to make me taste like burnt toast and stuff being around it. I accept them for who they are at a safe distance. Yeah, it's good to see you. I hope you're doing all right. Welcome on in. I'm not really sure what we could get ourselves into right about now. I guess we'll figure something out. You form a band and call it the Blue Rad Group. I like the sound of that.
If you could travel through time, would you go back and shoot whatever asshole decided nuking the whole world was a good idea? I would.
Not a bad idea, but honestly, in the world of Fallout, I feel like there were a lot of people that had that belief. A lot of governmental bodies, so you'd have quite the hit list. Well, that did not do the damage I was hoping it would. You can canonically turn blue in Fallout and go absolutely bonkers mutated if you drink enough radiated. Yeah, that is true. That is true. The enemies, yeah, like the Nuka lurks. Honestly, Nuka lurks are like really aesthetically pleasing. It's like I really wish I could like capture a few and like keep them in my settlement. You know, like build a pen for them or something.
Last mistake.
Whoa. I assure you, I'm gonna make plenty of mistakes beyond this point. You ain't nothing special.
You may have an enemy nearby. Are you injured, sir?
This is definitely why I try not to have too many followers at the same time, just because it does get to be a little overpowered. However, I am just kind of trying to farm all of their affinity points. Yeah, though, Nuka World, that I honestly like that DLC, even if like a lot of the stuff like going around and, you know, like taking over the different parks, which I guess it does get to feel kind of repetitive, but at the same time, it's like, I don't really mind. I mean, I've done it multiple times, so that's a testament in and of itself, I think. The Mylar Queen would be adorable if it was just as small as a house, but it really would. I would build like a little terrarium, you know, with like some like sand or rocks, and then, you know, a nice bit of water for it. I would keep a Mylar Queen as a pet. I'd be like, yeah, that's my little queen right there. Oh lord. What horrors are beseeching me now? Oh god, a nightkin and a rat scorpion. Oh man, they weren't kidding with the extra recoil on this thing. The way that one super mutant like somersaulted when he died, I swear to God, I thought he did like a dodge roll out of Dark Souls or something. I'm like, they do that now? This game update when I wasn't looking, they gave super mutants dodge rolls? Hey, what's up, Tyga? Good to see ya. Welcome in. Between playing this game, Skyrim, the Oblivion remaster, Fallout New Vegas, it's like they're similar enough, but a lot of the controls are different enough to where it's always confusing me what does what in these games. Oh my, there it is.
Fatality.
What's up, Eight Legs? Good to see you. It's officially a you come in with the fartality. That's one way to say hello. That's good to see you too, Tyga. I hope you're having a nice evening. I think it's or late afternoon for you. Oh, you're playing a blind game. Which game is that? That's always interesting to go into a game blind for stream. I have played Cyberpunk. I've never beat it though. I get way too sidetracked with the side objectives and like, you know, the like where you go and like take care of like criminals and like, you know what I mean? Like where it's just like, oh, there's like a dozen criminals in this building, go and kill them all. I get too distracted with that stuff and I never end up doing the story. Sad there's no Boo Womp Redeem. What? I don't even know if I know what that is.
Who? You are so...
That's why you never beat New Vegas. It's understandable. It's especially if you mod New Vegas, because honestly, the last playthrough I did of Fallout New Vegas, I had a lot of mods. I said this before, but that playthrough, when I finally completed it, I was well over 500 hours, which feels like an insane amount for New Vegas. Oh, the SpongeBob sound. Ooh, I know the one now. That's a good one. You know what sound effect I really like? The one where it's like, when, like, and it's probably not a good impression, but it's like when they show something bad or something, and it's like that noise, like a boat makes or something. That's a good one. So then I then get burnt out on the side activities alone. Yeah, I got the DLC as well, and it's like, maybe I should have waited until I actually, like, made substantial progress in the game before I went and got this. But oh well, it's good to have. I'll get to it eventually. One day. Yeah, the foghorn. It's just, like, synonymous with, like, well, that sucks, you know? The game just drops you and says go to... It really does. It really does. Absolutely does. Just, yeah, do whatever you want. JRP crowd at the time was overwhelming. Yeah, because those are a little more, like, linear a bit, aren't they? Cyberpunk back in 2019, the original Xbox One VCR, and it was something. Was it? Is that a good kind of something? I see clips on TikTok of people's V being so overpowered. I'm like, that'll be my V someday. Yeah, I hear that.
Stay back.
I didn't survive all that to die to a bloody stinking crab. A majority are, yeah. I haven't played that many JRPGs, but I've played enough to where it's like, yeah, I can understand that. the music is so intense for what? Yeah, right? It's like, all things considered, this isn't really that dramatic of a scene. Hopefully it's not too loud and you can still hear me okay. You think I'm gonna let you frying pan my dog? Oh, my dog. I keep forgetting what my hotkeys are. Never got into Witcher 3, just seemed mid to be. Yeah, I've never played it. I do own it, but I've never played it. It's one of those games where it's like, I feel like I should play it because it's like I guess it's like an important game, so to say, but it's like at the same time, it's like I've just never really felt compelled to play it. I'm sure I will one day. Can't believe they tried to Bond burger your dog. Yeah, right? They're gonna Bond burger my dog? Fucking Bond burger. Should've known better than to get into a gunfight with me. Woo! There he goes! Oh my god. The explosion from the grenade as well as the explosion from me shooting the turret, that was great. That 50 yards, yeah, just like Vacation, 50 yards. So funny though with ranges and shooting games. Your guy needs a scope to pass, like, yeah, right? They turn it, yeah, they really do. I feel like you could tell just how, like, much the developers of a shooting game care about, like, the actual shooting of the game if, like, if the shotguns in the game aren't, like, purely reserved for super close range and that, like, oh no.
Damn it! My legs hit.
Like, from this range, it's still kind of a tight spread. But then again, this is a modded shotgun, so I guess that's not really a testament to Bethesda. If accurate shotguns and flamethrower were the most FPS games, they would dominate. Honestly, they really would. I hope that's all of them.
If you find any parts, you be sure to let me know.
Yeah, I don't really have an objective right now. I'm kind of just taking these pools for a ride.
You like Diamond City Radio?
No, no way.
I appreciate that Heather is at least trying to get along with Kate. What happened to this guy? Oh my god. Pause. What pause? There's flamethrowers that'll get to 50 yards easily. Some get... Yeah. I mean, it is fire after all, so I guess it just depends on how hard it gets, like, blown, I guess. What's my affinity with Preston right now?
Hey.
Go ahead.
Preston, no.
Hey.
Yeah?
How do you feel about our
Fallout
relationship?
76 has a lot of
You've done
content.
a lot
That's
of good
really
for the
fun.
people
Yeah,
of
I
the
haven't
Commonwealth.
played it in a
A lot
bit.
of good.
I went to go play it again, and then I found that, like, all the stuff
That's
that I
fine.
put
No
down
problem.
in my shelter, like, is just not there anymore for, like, no reason. And like, that kind... Because I was really excited to play it again, and then I saw that, and I'm like, okay, I've now lost all interest in playing this game. So I'll probably play 76 again one day. Yeah, the fishing. The fishing is what made me want to give it another try, but then... My shelter might have got nuked, which is kind of bullshit. Which is weird because there are like 3 things that are still there that I know I built, but everything else is just completely gone, like hundreds of items. And yeah, seeing that made me like not want to play the game at all. And I don't know if I ever will again, to tell you the honest to God truth. Maybe one day, but not anytime soon, I'll tell you that. It makes me feel I feel no desire to play a game where it's just all my progress, you know, the stuff I make and all that can just be swept away like that for no fucking reason. Because I had like unique quest weapons and stuff on display there, and now they're just gone. You know, so it's like I can't exactly get those back. So, you know, like I said, I feel no desire to play a game where it's like I could just lose a shit ton of stuff like that in one fell swoop for no reason whatsoever. Oh, no, I thought you meant like it got nuked figuratively. No, it definitely didn't because my camp is normal. My camp is, and I haven't even played in so long, so it's like it's not like a nuke went off like in that one like 15-minute session where I was playing and I saw that everything was gone. You know what I mean? And that's the thing, is like I looked for being able to repair stuff. There was no option for that. I looked in my storage in the building menu. Nothing was there. It's literally as if it's just I never placed anything down there, you know? And then I saw somebody online say that deleting and then rebuilding the shelter entrance could fix it. So I delete the shelter entrance, but then when I go to put it back down, it's like, no, you can't put this down, you're exceeding the build limit. Which is bullshit, because it's like, what do you mean? It was okay for me to have this a second ago, but now I can't rebuild it? You know, so that was like the final straw. That's when I'm just like, okay, fuck this game. Which is a real shame. I was really excited to play the fishing update, but that just all soured my mood so bad where now it's like I don't even want to like play it. It's probably bugged. It's probably bugged, and it's like I don't want to sit through, you know, customer support or anything like that where they're just gonna be like, yeah, sorry, you know, here's 100 atoms. So it's just, I don't know. I just might even uninstall the game, to tell you the honest to God truth. I was finally able to get until done. Oh, nice. Yeah, I've played that game
There's
before.
Not much
It's
going on
pretty
in Bunker
interesting.
Hill, but it's a great place for caravan folk. No one bothers you here.
Yeah, it's a pretty fun little experience, I'd say. But yeah, just Fallout 76 really let me down there, so I'm probably done with Fallout 76. I think my phone is restarting for some reason. Until Dawn, yeah. It's a pretty fun game, I gotta say. Pretty interesting story. But yeah, my phone decided to turn off for no reason, so give me 1 second and my model will be tracking again. So I would hit up Microsoft Sports saying my account never got an Xbox Gold free trial and they'd always give me a code to redeem. Really? Well, that's nice of them to do. I give them credit for actually wanting to help. Oh, so you were just screwed with them. Ah, fair enough. They can they could afford it. It's not like they're gonna be out of house and home because they gave somebody a free thing. Perchance, allegedly, fair enough. Yeet the phone counter. I wasn't even yeeting the phone that time. I didn't even accidentally smack it. It just, for no reason, just decided to turn off. Come on now, you can do it, phone. Love Dog Meets Alpha. Yeah, he's got a little ghillie suit on. He's my little swamp monster guy. Piece of crap. Come on. It's one of those streams where it's like everything that can go wrong is. Okay, so my piece of shit droid cam doesn't want to work, so that's cool. It's so funny because every now and then when I boot up droid cam, it'll be like, hey, do you want to use the paid version? And it's like, I'm not paying you for your broken fucking app that doesn't even work half the time, so no, kiss my ass.
I'm a wanderer.
You're lucky I don't go
They
and
call
get a
me
pirated version.
wanderer. I roam around.
In fact, maybe I will,
around.
allegedly. But yeah, I don't know why droid cam is being stupid right now. It's just refusing to work. Let me see if I could refresh the app on my PC. Maybe that'll work. Question mark. Okay, making me watch an ad. Yeah, it just doesn't want to work. What the hell, dude? Whatever. Oh, half hour and this stream's felt like it's been 10 hours already. Just everything that can go wrong is very frustrating. Let me see if I can fix this. In other words, because you don't want to stop playing, but you also don't. Exactly. You know, I'd really rather not have to do this while on stream. Shit should just fucking work. So yeah, forgive me while I try and figure out why this piece of crap just doesn't want to work right now. This is fucking aggravating. Being such a piece of shit. I swear to fucking God, it's like every 3 streams something has to fucking go wrong. So this is going to be a short stream. Whatever, I don't fucking care. Stream's already shit. I fucking care if the model fucking tracks. I don't think I really want to play this game, to tell you the honest to God truth. I'm kind of not in the mood anymore. Yep. I tell you, man, I try really hard to, like to be real. I try really hard to, like, reignite that spark with streaming, and it's just, I haven't been able to in, like, 2.5 years at this point. I'm just, it just burns me out, and I don't unburn out, you know what I mean? So it's just, I don't know, dude. Streaming has just become something that has just become synonymous with, like, stress for me, I guess. Yeah, it's pretty rough, and I appreciate that, Taiga. Just, I don't know, dude. It's just, it hasn't been something that I, like, thoroughly enjoyed in a really long time. But I don't want to sit here and just trauma dump, I guess. I need a vacay? Yes, I do. Yeah, I wouldn't mind taking a break from streaming, but then it's hard to get back into it. I was just recently getting back into it, you know what I mean? And I just can't no matter what I do, so I don't know. I don't know. But, yeah, I don't feel like playing this, so, what we're gonna do is we're gonna switch games. Yeah, that is true. You're right about that. I'm gonna go to the BRB screen, but I'm still here. I'm just swapping games. But yeah, it's just, I don't know, man. Streaming is something that I enjoy because it's like you know, it's like my thing, I guess. You know what I mean? Take at least one day off from your schedule and make a plan for something less techy, dignified. Yeah. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know there either. It's just, I don't know. It's just, I don't know. I don't know. It's just, I don't know. As time goes on, I just find myself enjoying it less and less, I guess. You know what I mean? Not to be like, you know, not to be like, oh my god, streaming is just like the hardest thing in the world to do, because obviously it's not, but I don't know, just I haven't really been feeling it, I guess, like I said, for about 2.5 years at this point, which is like half the, like, I've been streaming for like, what, 4 years? Coming up in October-ish. So it's like half of the time I've been streaming, it's just been kind of a thing that I don't know. Test it on Sunday. Yeah, I mean, I'm still up for our collab on Sunday for sure. So, you know, that's all well and good, thankfully. Grinds away at the soul and the mind. It really does. It really fucking does. And I don't know. It's like I said, I keep trying different things to, like, reignite that spark that I used to have for streaming, you know? I keep trying and I keep trying, but it's just like nothing sticks. You know, like, I've been trying to do, like, stream every other day, which helped a bit, but I don't know, it's just, even that feels like too much, and it's like, if I can't stream, like, if I can't even do that, which is like, what, like 3 or 4 streams a week, depending, it's like, if I can't even do that, it's like, why even bother? I don't know, I'm not trying to, like, be, like, discouraging about it or anything. It's just, I don't know. It's just always some stupid issue that I have to sit here and try and figure out how to fix. Or something like that. It's just, it gets to be so tiresome, you know what I mean? It's just, why can't shit just work? I don't feel like I'm asking for too much with that. For shit to just work. I boot stuff up, and it just works the way it's supposed to. No questions asked. I can just carry on with my day, not having to think anything of it. But no, it's just, there always has to be some stupid shit that I need to, like I said, sit here for hours on end trying to fix and trying to troubleshoot. And some things just never resolve, like my fucking capture card issues that I've been having for years and years and years. Nothing I do fixes it. I've tried buying different capture cards, I've tried different cables, I've tried plugging it in different parts on my computer. No matter what, I still have the same issue. It's just like it's like some benevolent being from up above has decided, no, you're never going to stream with a capture card. Just no matter what I do. You know, and it's just, it gets so tiresome. It's like, well then what's the fucking point? You know, and I guess I keep finding myself asking that same question. Every 2 days, maybe. Maybe. I can give that a try. You're telling me to... No. I don't want to do that. I don't want to... I'm still up for the collab. I would let you know if I wasn't feeling like streaming. Live Game Report is pretty good if you haven't tried that one. What is that? I've never heard of that. A capture card? Huh. Yeah, maybe. I guess it just depends if it's expensive, you know? It's like I don't feel like spending like hundreds of dollars on something that's not even gonna work, you know? Elgato. Yeah, see, that's the thing. The first capture card I had was a cheap no-name one that was like 30 bucks off of Amazon. And that thing worked for like a year. And then it died. And then I got a $200 Elgato, and that thing worked for like a couple months, and now it's just completely dead. Completely dead. Literally doesn't even work. So then I got another one of the no-name ones, and that one works, but there's just this, it's constantly flickers. Constantly flickers, and sometimes it just freezes and then just stops. It's extremely fucked up. So it's just, I'm at a point where I'm like, I don't even know if I want to buy another capture card, you know, because it's just not going to work. It's like, are they just really designed that badly? You know, because I'm not going to spend like $500 on one when, again, I don't even know if it's going to work. It's just, you know, it's also just frustrating. And streaming is just, I don't know, I've come to find that streaming is just constant issues and stuff like that. You know, and it's just, I can only troubleshoot so much. I hate troubleshooting. I hate it. I'm not too bad at it. I can do it if I have to. But the thing is, I don't want to, ever. I only do it when I absolutely have to. You know what I mean? It's like it's just like with Fallout 76, man. Like I was saying, I just wanted to boot up a game that I haven't played in a long time, re-experience it, you know, appreciate the things that I've built and accomplished and blah, blah, blah. Only to find that my whole shelter, which had like hundreds of objects in it that I'd set up to look like a really nice little thing, just gone. Just gone. You know, fuck you, dirt, your stuff's gone. Like, are you kidding me? I can't even just, like, go and revisit a game without having to sit here and figure shit out, have to, you know, try and make shit work. Just endless troubleshooting, and it's just, I'm sick of it. I feel like I've troubleshooted enough for, like, 3 lifetimes. And it's like, I take care of my stuff. And I don't cheap out. You know what I mean? I go for good options, you know? Like, if I'm buying, like, a piece of hardware, it's like, I look at reviews, I compare products, so it's like, I'm not cheaping out, I take good care of my stuff, and still I have to just constantly troubleshoot everything, and it just gets so exhausting. And it's like, I really don't mean to just sit here and rant, but it's like, God, it builds up so much, and I'm tired of it. I don't want to troubleshoot no more. Shit should just work. I don't care if that's like a naive perspective to have. Shit should just work. I'm pretty sure I got mine pretty cheap. It's made by Evermedia. They do all sorts of different ones and even have a recording and streaming stuff for it too. I'll look into it. And I do appreciate the suggestion, of course. It's just, I'm very hesitant with buying new capture cards, so I'll look into it. But I don't know. It's like, it just feels like a lost cause to me. You know what I mean? Live gaming range is pretty good. That's, like I said, I'll look into it. I'll look into it. I do appreciate the recommendation. Is ESO buggy as well as or just Fallout? That's cursed. ESO has its problems, but it's not as bad. There are things that happen that don't make sense that can be extremely frustrating. But ESO is not as bad, no. I feel like they, because that's what's annoying is that ESO doesn't have problems with like quests being permanently broken, or you know, like a quest giver just doesn't appear. It doesn't have any issues like that. So it goes to show Bethesda can make a good game that's genuinely stable and works. They just choose not to. You know, because they probably know that a bunch of modders will come and fix the game, like with Skyrim and Fallout and whatnot. But no, ESO, they have to make it work because obviously you can't mod a MMO. You know what I mean? So it's like, no, they actually have to do it themselves. And it goes to show that, yes, they can make a game work. They can make a game that's not a glitchy, buggy mess. They just choose not to. Shit should just work as a feeling that should be, right? Like, there's people out there where you tell them that, like, shit should just work, and they look at you like, oh, well, I mean, it's, you know, like, software is really hard to, you know, get to work, and I mean, like, you know, shit's not gonna work all. It's like, shut up. don't tell me that. Don't give me this shit where it's like, oh, well, you can't expect stuff to work. Yes, I can. But for how expensive stuff is these days, you're absolutely goddamn right. I should be able to expect things to just work. But no, it's just, you have to sit there and, no, I'm gonna sit here and try and figure it out for days on end, and then still have it not work, and then just eventually give up. No, good, don't worry. I've had so many issues in mine previously too. Yeah, it's just, I appreciate that you understand. You know, it's just, you know, and that's just the thing with streaming, and it's like, ever since I've started using like an actual model instead of just a PNG, it's like that's yet another couple of moving parts now that can go wrong. VTube Studio can fuck up. DroidCam can fuck up. My phone can fuck up. You know what I mean? It's just, every new aspect that I add, something that I should be excited for, I'm not. In fact, I dread it, because it's like, oh cool, that's another thing that can go wrong, and will go wrong, so I'm gonna have to sit here and try and troubleshoot that now, too. This is turning into a vent stream really fucking fast. I apologize. We need to kill planned ops. We absolutely do. Because it's like, I get it, you know, it's like, there's the whole thing where it's like, oh, well, they can't build products that just never break, never fuck up, because then you'll never go buy a new one, and then they don't make money. It's like, okay, I get that, but they shouldn't be building stuff to just fuck up immediately, like the second you go to use it. And then it's like, okay, I guess I'll buy another one and hope that one just works. And then it doesn't. Yeah, planned obsolescence, however that is, that should be illegal. We're talking about a lot of issues, yes. This, like I just said, this is very quickly devolving into a vent stream, honestly. I am at my wit's end. But hello, Petra, it's good to see you. Sorry for, sorry to have you come into full-blown rants. I'm alright, like, let me make that clear, I'm alright. I'm so fucking frustrated. I'm so frustrated with streaming and technology and fucking games and just everything in general. It's just, shit should just work. And that's the best way I could sum it up. Shit should just work. Games should just run. I shouldn't have to sit there and Fallout fucking 4 reloading the same save just because I don't want my character to have fucking blackface. You know, I'm very frustrated. I apologize that I'm not my normal, comfy, chill self today. It's just, I am fed up. Yesterday was rough because I went with my dad to Menards, which if you don't know what Menards is, it's kind of like a Home Depot type store where it's like, you know, DIY stuff, tools, furniture, like doors and siding and like anything you can need for your home. It's that kind of store. I went there with my dad because he needed help, you know, because there was a lot of stuff we were going to need to lug around. So I went to give him a hand with that. And there was, I had to use, like, it's not my dad's fault. Like, let me just make that clear. I'm not upset at my dad, but it's like, I had to use one of those carts that's designed for, like, carrying big pieces of wood, where it's like a flat cart on wheels, and then there's just, like, some bars, you know what I mean? So you can kind of tilt the wood on it. And the only one that was available, the one I ended up with, had a fucked up tire, that was like halfway coming off the wheel. So not only was it super loud, which was just annoying me in general, but it was a pain in the ass to push. Genuinely exhausting. And then, of course, they didn't have the piece of wood that we wanted in the store, so we had to walk all the way to the other building in like 95-degree Fahrenheit heat. Dry as hell. Walk all the way there to get it. Walk all the way back. I'm pushing this thing, exhausting myself. And I didn't even realize until we were done and got in the truck afterwards, I think I had like some kind of mild heat stroke going, or heat exhaustion or something, because I was getting super nauseated. I was kind of like, you know, having trouble concentrating, and it made me feel like absolute shit the whole rest of the day. You know, and then it's like I sleep it off today, and I'm like, okay, I'm feeling all right. Let's have a stream. And then it's like, nope, Fallout's got to have its typical bullshit. Fucking model doesn't want to track for whatever reason. Could be a whole plethora of reasons. Who knows? It's the fun science experiment of constantly having to try and troubleshoot dog shit technology. Good job laddering above it. I think otherwise proving your point about shit. Exactly. Why can't shit just work? Twitch is a multi-billion-dollar fucking company. Make your goddamn app work, man. For Christ's sake. Oh. Oh my god, I needed a drink of water. So you know what I mean? Just, why can't shit just work? You know, fuck Twitch. Oh yeah, we operated a loss. Bro, fuck you. You're backed by Amazon, bro. You're fucking telling me you can't afford to make your app work. Oh, we have to run 1 million ads, cram them down your throat like crazy. Hey, we unlocked Marine, that's nice. But no, we had to shove as many ads down your throat as possible because, oh, poor Twitch, we don't make enough money. Bull fucking shit. I'm riled up today. I'm sorry. Like I said, yesterday sucked complete ass. I had fucking heat stroke. Like I said, not upset at my dad. It wasn't his fault. You know what I mean? He even said to me, he's like, I'm sorry you had to push that cart around and all that. So it's like, nothing against my dad, obviously. But it's just, you know, fucking dealing with like minor heat stroke yesterday. Completely decommissioned me. The stream went well yesterday at the very least. But, you know, that sucked ass. And then, you know, like I said, today I'm like, alright, let's just, you know, let's have a, you know, yesterday sucked complete and total ass. So, maybe today will be a bit better. I'll just do a nice comfy stream. And then technology is like, but what if you actually had to sit here and troubleshoot stuff? And it's just like, man, I don't know. I don't know about VTube Studio, and sadly I can't help because that's fair enough. I don't think this issue is VTube Studio. It's for whatever reason my phone turned off for no reason. Just decided to. And then when I turned it back on, now for some reason it doesn't want to connect to my PC. No matter what I do. So I don't know. I guess hopefully by next stream it'll decide to work again. I guess. Or else I'm going back to being a PNG tuber, I guess. Gonna fight Capcom along with Twitch because why did I have to use a hex editor to get Devil May Cry 4 to even launch? I'm saying, man, you know, it's just, why do we need to fucking mod games to get them to work? Like Fallout games and stuff like that, like Fallout New Vegas. I love Fallout New Vegas dearly, but the game is unplayable unless you have like unofficial patches, like the 4 GB RAM patch. Fallout New Vegas will crash vanilla because it runs out of RAM. Because the geniuses at Bethesda, the absolute mind lords over there, they set the game to only have a maximum of 2 GB of RAM. Which, a lot of times, the game gives you too much, way more than 2 GB of RAM, and then it's just, oh, out of memory, sorry, haha. So no, you have to go and get an unofficial patch that some Joe Schmo made. A very talented and intelligent Joe Schmo, I will say. Thank goodness for these people in the community. You know, it's like, why do I have to get all this unofficial bullshit just to make a game work? Why can't it just work? You know, it genuinely, like, I feel like I'm gonna fall on the floor and pass out from shock if I boot up a game fresh, vanilla, no unofficial patches, and it just works. I might need to, like, have someone come and you know, like, sprinkle water on my face, get the smelling salts, you know, fan some air at my face, wake me up, because I'm gonna pass out from pure shock. Things should work, especially if you're paying for it. Exactly, right? Exactly. I understand that you know, there's gonna be issues, there's gonna be defective products, you know, like with stuff like software and whatnot. Like, sure, there's gonna be weird technological bullshit that happens, but it shouldn't be like a guarantee that stuff's not gonna work. You know what I mean? It shouldn't be like a thing where it's like you have to go into it expecting it to not work. You know, that's just ridiculous. It's ridiculous. And it's just, it's irritating to have to sit there and try and fix it, to try and like, how can I make this work? Could be worse. Petro Assassin's Creed 2 is still broken and being sold at full price. See, that's ridiculous to me. That is absolutely ridiculous. Either release a genuinely stable port, or just charge like $5 for the game. Oh my god, man. I'll say it until I'm blue in the face, man. Shit should work. Like Petra said, especially if you're paying for it. And it makes me laugh, like I said, the Droid Cam app that I use as like kind of a pseudo webcam for my model. I'm using the free version, and every now and then it's like, hey, do you want to upgrade to the paid version? It's like, are you fucking out of your mind? Your program hardly works. Honestly, like genuinely more than 50% of the time, so more than half the time, I'll boot up Droid Cam, and it'll immediately crash. It'll just be like, oh, Droid Cam's crashed. And for no reason. I've looked into it. I've tried troubleshooting it. There's legitimately no reason. The app is just that crappy to where it'll just randomly just shit on you. And you have to reboot it like 3 times before it's like, oh, okay, fine, I'll work. So it's like, are you kidding me? I'm not fucking paying. Like I said, you're lucky I'm not using a cracked version of your damn program. Because you definitely don't deserve my money. You hardly deserve my time and effort and frustration. Oh my god, that was a good one. I think the issue with Assassin's Creed is that the Uplay server is fucked up and you just can't... Yeah. Typical Ubisoft. I'm sorry for so much ranting. It's just... I'm fed up, man. I am fed the fuck up. I just want to sit here and play games that I like. I want to stream, just sit here and chat with, you know, people that are kind enough to come to my streams and hang out with me. And it's just, there just always has to be some kind of issue that I have to sit here and try and figure out, try and fix. Especially when it comes to, like, Fallout 4 and stuff like that. Like, I love Fallout 4. I think Fallout 4 is a great game. It's just so goddamn broken, even without mods. Because that's the thing, people are like, oh, well, you're playing with mods, of course it's broken. No. I actually take the time and the effort to curate my mod list to make sure that I'm running a stable build of the game. And if something doesn't work, I remove it. You know what I mean? I only install 1 mod at a time ever. So, I mean, like, sure, I might have a lot of mods for Fallout 4, but it's like, I do my research and make sure that, like, stuff's gonna work, you know? Hey, caught yourself a trout. Nice. Thank you. I appreciate that. I'm glad you guys are, you know, not, like, getting scared off or anything. Like I said, I'm fine. I'm not gonna, like, I'm not, like, red in the face mad or anything. I'm fed up. I'm very fed up. You know, I'm tired of constantly having to try and figure out why shit doesn't work. Shout out to the time I had to uninstall and reinstall Assassin's Creed Origins on mobile hotspot data because it corrupted and wouldn't open anymore. That's what I mean. It's like, that's just... Shit like that shouldn't be so commonplace. You know, it's like, it shouldn't be such a common thing where it's like everybody has their own horror story about how, like, they had to, like, reinstall a game in order just to get it to work, you know? It's crazy. Yeah, the mods fix the game, if anything. Like I said, it's like Fallout New Vegas, Fallout 4, like, the PC ports of these games would be borderline unplayable without the unofficial patches that modders make. So yeah, you're right. If anything, the mods make the game more stable. Like, I have so many performance mods for New Vegas, it's like, it's not even funny. And it's like I said, I love the games. I can like a game even if it's ported badly. Like Bully, for instance. The PC port of Bully is dog water when it comes to performance and stability. And I love Bully. Bully is one of my top 5 favorite games of all time. And I'll be the first to tell you that the Steam port is just, it's bad. What, like, thankfully it's very easy to patch. You know what I mean? Thankfully it's just literally downloading a file and then just dropping it in the game directory. And then there you go, the game crashes like way less. But see, I remember on the Xbox 360 release of Bully, because it came out on PS2 in like 2006, I want to say. And then it re-released for the Xbox 360 like a year or two later. And that port is just as bad, just crashing constantly. You know, and it sucked because it's like, I didn't have a PC at the time that I could play games on. And it's like I didn't want to just go back to the PS2 version because the Xbox 360 version had so many like extra classes, extra missions, customization options, you know? So it's like I didn't want to like go back to what, you know, felt like an inferior version of the game, even though it was way more stable. And it's like on the Xbox 360, it's not like PC where you can just go download a patch. You're just fucked. You just gotta play with the bugs, which I did for years. So at the very least, I'm able to patch the PC version, so that was nice. And I already found an issue in my port of My Sims Kingdom, just an incorrect texture map and a hairstyle support, and I'm just like, never change. Yeah, right? Change, actually, dude, change sooner than later. Yeah, change maybe like right now. It's just, it's crazy how much shit just slips through the cracks. It's like I just, whenever I'm doing something, hey, cool, we got the biggest one. Congrats. Hekora? What was I gonna say? Yeah, it's just, whenever I'm doing something, like making something or designing something or anything, I am like super meticulous when it comes to like making sure that I'm not leaving any like, you know, cracks, you know, any like small bugs that I could just quickly fix, you know? Yeah, Big Pecco! That's nice. Turns out I'm best at this game when I'm ranting about something unrelated. Yeah, it's just I don't know how like people, especially game developers and software developers, I don't know how they can be so casual about just leaving bugs in their game, in their software. It's like I would like how many games come out broken these days? Like the Oblivion remaster, it's been out for months now, and it still stutters like crazy. No matter how good your hardware is, no matter how you change the settings, it stutters like fucking crazy, and stuff doesn't render in right. You'll walk into a town gate, and when it loads in, you'll have like the low res texture ground up to your character's neck, so it looks like your character's buried in dirt. Either that, or the ground just won't appear at all. The ground will just be invisible for like a minute straight until it loads in, and stutters like fucking crazy the whole time. It's, you know, it's just, I wouldn't be able to sleep at night. I would be losing sleep if I was a game developer and I released a game anywhere near that state. You know what I'm saying? I wouldn't be able to sleep. I would be pulling all-nighters trying to fix it. People would have to like physically remove me from my, you know, from my computer chair to get me to stop trying to fix the issues and actually get some rest. Because I would feel like an absolute hack. You know, I would feel like a loser if I was some kind of developer and I released something like that. So, moral of the story, I hope Bethesda feel like a bunch of fucking losers the way that the Oblivion remaster is. And I've been enjoying the remaster. I can enjoy it despite the stuttering, but it is inexcusable. The anger fuse, it just might. Maybe this is me going Super Saiyan. Who knows? Who knows? Who knows? But Bethesda is my Frieza, and my Fallout 4 game is my dying Namek. Reminds me of when Dragon Dogmas 2 came out and Morgan had no ground. Yeah, it's exactly what I'm talking about, where it's just like you could just see through the world, and it's jarring because you'll still see like the little tiny bits of like tall, like, you know, like kind of like bushy grass and like rocks on the ground, you know, just like the random ground clutter that will spawn in, but not the actual ground itself. You know what I mean? And it's like I said, I could play despite that, but it's just, I feel the Bethesda remaster, the state that it's in right now is inexcusable. I think it's just inexcusable. For a AAA company like Bethesda, fucking inexcusable. How about the Grand Theft Auto trilogy? What did they call it? The definitive edition. Do you remember how bad that came out? It looked like absolute dog shit, and they have the balls to call it the definitive edition. And on top of that, the fucking dickheads removed the original releases of the Grand Theft Auto 3, Vice City, and San Andreas from Steam. So it's like, if you want to play those games on PC legit, you have to buy the definitive edition, which is not even arguably, it is objectively inferior. And if you want to play the original, actually decent version of those games, and if you didn't already have it, you have to pirate it. That's your only option. You have to pirate it. Which I feel like most people do. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna sit here, obviously I'm not like promoting piracy on my Twitch stream, of course, obviously. But like, it's the truth. If you want to play the original San Andreas, Vice City, GTA 3, you have to pirate it. There's no other option. Because they removed the original, because, oh no, you have to buy our shitty definitive edition. Yeah, right? There's a reason why Western game devs hate anything that's made by the Japanese, because despite their faulty PC ports, the developer polishing... Exactly! Exactly! Whenever I hear about, like, I remember when Baldur's Gate came out, and like, oh, I beat my high score. The anger really does fuel me. But I remember when Baldur's Gate 3 came out, then there were a couple of devs that were like complaining about it, that were like, no, this game is bad because now gamers are going to hold us to impossible standards. Like, what do you mean impossible standards? That gamers are going to expect you to actually make a good game? Oh no, the humanity. You're going to have to do your job. The only where they use the mobile port. Yeah. Literally, they use the mobile port of those games as the baseline. And it's like, even re-releases do that. Because I played the re-release of San Andreas on Xbox 360, and I played it on PS4, I think. And both of those were also built off the shitty mobile version of the game. Not the original. For some reason, they decided to use the mobile version. So yes, in this day and age, you have two options if you want to play the actual good GTA San Andreas. Either buy a PS2 and buy a copy of the game, which could cost you hundreds if not thousands of dollars, because you know how people are on eBay. Or you have to pirate it. Those are your only options. Go and spend hundreds of dollars on eBay or pirate the game. That's it. Because not even playing the re-releases on more modern consoles is substantial. Because like I said, they built it off the mobile version of the game. Which, do I even need to explain why that sucks? Clearly not impossible standards if the game exists, right? Right? And, see, that's the thing, it's like, I can't even tell you off the top of my head the name of the developers that made Baldur's Gate. You know what I mean? So they're probably not as big as a developer as, say, Rockstar, Bethesda, Ubisoft. And these are the developers that bitch and moan when, oh, you can't release a good game. Now gamers are going to think that we have to release good games. You know what I mean? So it's like, if the developers of Baldur's Gate can do it, which I'm sure the developers of Baldur's Gate aren't like a super tiny, like, indie developer firm or anything. But they're still not, like, super big either, as far as I know. So it's like... No, it's like, if they can make a good game, anybody can. Especially a AAA developer that has the money and the manpower to do it. You know, I completely reject the notion that it's impossible standards. Staring lovely at my copy of GTA Vice City and functional PS2. Yeah, fortunately, I have a functional PS2, and I have all three of those games as well, so it's like, I could go back to those versions. So, thank God for that, but it's like, if you never had a PS2, or maybe you did have one but got rid of it at some point, it's like, if you wanted to play the original, you know, the PS2 trilogy, which there were more on PS2. There was like Vice City Stories, there was Liberty City Story. But like if you want to play the ones that they removed from the Steam store, like I said, yeah, you don't have a PS2, you're gonna have to go spend a shit ton of money on eBay, and then cross your fingers and hope that the PS2 that you get actually is functional, and that the disc you get isn't scratched up, and the controller you get isn't shitty with broken buttons. Oh my god, Matsuri got launched. Wow. That was my best run so far. And we unlock Sakura Miko. And Rizu, nice. Oh, we got Zeta. Okay. Oh my god, and Suisei. Wow, 4 unlocked. I think that's the most I've unlocked in one run. Funny thing about retro gaming in Europe, it's not that expensive as it is in the US. And I think that's right. I think you guys are completely right in that. I don't think it should be super expensive. I don't know why it would be. I don't know why these game developers don't just re-release games, like, but properly. I'm not talking give me the mobile version on Xbox 360. No, just re-release the game. You don't even have to uptick the graphics or anything. Just give me the exact same game that I played on PS2. Maybe fix a couple of bugs. Maybe. I don't know why. Because those two options I gave you before, either eBay or piracy, keep in mind, Rockstar doesn't make any money regardless. Whether you're buying it from, you know, John Smith on eBay from Connecticut or whatever, or you're just downloading it off of a pirate site, Rockstar doesn't make a cent. Why do they not want to... Do they, like... Because that's the thing. Even though the definitive edition is pure ass, complete anus, even then, a lot of people bought it. They made a shitload of money off of it. Imagine how much money they would make if they released a genuinely good port of these games. And not even just Rockstar, but any of these games, you know? Like, I give Bethesda credit with the Oblivion remaster because it is enjoyable, but at the same time, it's like, it's Oblivion. Of course I'm going to enjoy it. You know what I mean? And it's like the new graphics, they look alright. They look alright. I did have to install a mod that took away the brown shit filter and all the fog to hide how, you know, after a certain distance stuff doesn't load in right. Like, if you go to the very south of the map in the Oblivion remaster and you look out at the ocean without the fog, you can very clearly see where it just stops rendering. So it's like, that's the thing. They're like, oh no, we made every single area in the game super foggy for ambiance. It's like, no, you didn't. You're doing it to hide imperfections. Just be honest. You know what I mean? We're not stupid here. Larian Studios, on the topic of retro gaming being painfully expensive, what do you mean someone thinks $200 is reasonable to ask for a copy of RE Code Veronica X on GameCube in a broken box? See, that's ridiculous, bro. That's ridiculous. You know, it's like, it'd be one thing if they were charging like 60 or something, which is like, that's how much the game cost when it came out, but it's like 200. That's insane, dude. That's actually insane. I have to go do the... Oh, yeah. Thank you very much, Rui. I appreciate that. I hope I do, too. I hope your presentation goes well. Thanks for hanging out with me. I always appreciate it. And I'll definitely be seeing you around. Yeah, best of luck with that presentation. You got this. Begging for Code Veronica PC port. Capcom, please. Right? Just port the games, man. Port the damn games. I really truly do not see why not. I really truly don't. Yeah, we do a little swapping around. Huh, man, I'm pretty worn out now after all that ranting. Thank you all for bearing with me. Thank you all very much for bearing with me, because like I said, I'm just fed up, man. I'm just so fucking fed up. You know, yesterday I felt like shit all day, like I was saying, and then today I figured, let's just have a nice cozy stream, you know, have a nice good time, because that's what we do here. We have a nice cozy time. And it's like Fallout just, no, what if I gave your character blackface? Again, for the millionth time. because old Todd, you know, can't be fucked to update his game and fix issues that have persisted for decades. Nope, can't do it. That's too much to ask. I highly recommend it. You definitely should try Oblivion. It's a great game. It really is. And honestly, playing it again for the first time in ages makes me realize, like, how much, like, people aren't joking when they're saying that they simplified the game's formula for Skyrim. Like, I still love Skyrim very dearly, but playing Oblivion again has made me just think, like, man, I really wish they would have kept this for Skyrim. That's a lot of reason. I thought she said Hollow Knight Russia for a second. Oh man. I feel like whenever I end this stream, I feel like I'm just gonna go right back to bed. I'm just worn out, man. It felt nice to be able to just like talk, like be real and talk about all this shit with you guys at the very least, because it's just because I like to be transparent. I'm not like, you know, I like to think that I'm kind of an open book. You know, I'm not trying to keep secrets or anything like that. You know, so I'll be the first to tell you when I'm not exactly happy about something, you know, but I don't know, I don't want to be too ranty, but then again, I'm sure you guys don't really care. In fact, quite a few of you already said that you don't care. You know, and it's like that shit I was saying with Fallout 76 earlier, how I boot up the game for the first time in like a year and a half, 2 years, and I'm excited, you know, I'm like, yeah, you know, I'm gonna revisit this game, they added fishing recently, that's awesome. You know, I'm gonna go to my my camp and revel at all the cool stuff I built. Hey, where's all the cool stuff that I built? Oh, it's just gone forever? Awesome! So, you know what I mean? I'm very, very, very tired. I'm very tired. You know, and it's just, streaming is something that I have that kind of gives me an escape from that. And it's just when it follows me into streaming is when it's just like, you know, it's at that point it's like something's gotta give, you know what I mean? It's just to the point where it's like even my escapism is frustrating me. You know, and it's like, what do you even do then? You know, you just like crawl back into bed and just give up on the day and try again tomorrow. It's like, I don't want to do that shit. I don't want to just be like a sad sap or anything. Not saying that people that do that are a sad sap, obviously. I'm just saying, like, I don't want to like spend my whole day just like how to say, like, just actively upset or anything like that. But it's just, oh my god. It's like I said, when even my escapism is frustrating and stresses me out. It's like, what do you even do then? You know, like you go to boot up a game where it's like, alright man, I'm just gonna play this game that I really enjoy because, you know, it's a nice chill time, it's a fun game, you know, I'm just gonna unwind, play this game. Oh, there's issues with the game, awesome. You know, so now I have to sit here and figure that out. Just like I said, if I could make one wish, it would be, can I please never have to troubleshoot anything again, ever? Just everything I go to do works the first time. No rebooting, no figuring stuff out, you know, no having to go look for patches. Just everything I do works the first time I try. Not to say, like, you know, like, everything I'm just, like, good and proficient at everything in the world. No. Just whenever I go to play a game, it works. When I go to use a program, it works. You know what I mean? Genuinely, that would be my one wish. To never have to troubleshoot anything ever again. Because like I said, I can do it. I can troubleshoot, and I usually figure out the issue. Sometimes I don't. But I usually can. It's just, don't want to. You know what I mean? It's just, I've done it so much already, I just don't want to do it anymore. That's kind of cute that the Korone is sitting on Rizu's head. But it's just, yeah, I'm very fed up. And once again, I apologize for being like that. I try to be like a more chill, like, vibe when I'm streaming. But it's just, I don't know, man. It's just, things have been building up a bit, and I'm frustrated. I'm really frustrated. And that's the thing, is that it keeps happening, you know? It keeps happening. Like, something will happen, it'll frustrate me, and then it'll either get resolved, or I'll just get over it over time. But then something else has to happen. You know what? And then there's always people, oh, well, that's just life. That's life. What can you expect? That's life. It's like, no, that's not life. That's not just life. It's not just life to just, oh, yeah, well, so motherfucker. It's like, no, it's not just life to just accept that, yeah, the video game that you paid good hard money for doesn't work. Doesn't work. Yeah, that program that you rely on doesn't work. It just doesn't work. That's life. Like, no, that's not just life. That's just incompetence. From these developers and shit. You were there for my Fallout 4 launch the law arc, right? And then it suddenly started working, and a few months later, right? That's what I'm talking about. It's just, it's like, those are the issues that bug me a lot, where it's like, it's literally just wait until it decides to work. It's like, okay, apparently this game is sentient, and I'm whenever it feels like running for me. Sometimes you need to rant to get the frustration situations, and we don't. I really, really, really appreciate. Thank you. That's very kind of you to say. I do feel very heard, I will say. So, thank you all very much from the bottom of my heart. I really, truly mean it. I try not to, like, show frustration too much when I'm streaming, just because it's like, I don't want to be known as, like an angry streamer or anything like that. Like, I don't want that to be my vibe, you know? I want to have a more relaxed vibe. But it's just, there's times where I can't help it, man. You know, it's like stuff not working, having to, I especially don't like having to troubleshoot in the middle of stream. I hate doing that. You know what I mean? Because it's like I sit here and get myself all hyped up to stream, and then that all gets halted. You know, it's like I'm getting blue-balled by it. And then I have to try and get myself back into the streaming zone, because I'm a very, like, maybe it's just my particular brand of on the spectrum, but it's like, I'm the type of person, let me take a drink, man, my throat's so dry. I'm the kind of person where, when there's an issue at hand, I, like, can't think of anything else until I fix it. You know what I mean? Like, if a game's not working or a program's not working, it takes a lot for me to, like, pull myself away and not focus on that. So it's like, when there's issues while I'm streaming, it takes me right out of the streamer zone and puts me into, like, you know, fix-it mode, fucking troubleshooting mode. Which, you know, just is a completely different vibe than my stream. Because when I'm streaming, you know, you know, it's not that I'm putting on a false persona, but it's just I'm putting on a more chill, like, version of myself. It's still me. I'm not putting on, like, a false caricature or anything, but you know what I mean? I'm a more chill version of myself. But when I'm troubleshooting or having to fix something, I'm completely serious. You know what I mean? It's like, not even like on purpose. It's just, that's how I get, you know? It's like, someone will, like, say something to me or, like, make a joke, and I'm like, it, like, doesn't even, like, process in my mind, because it's like, all I can think about is fixing the issue. So it's just, it's very, it just ruins my momentum when I'm streaming and I have to fix something, because it takes me right out of the streamer mindset and puts me into the, fuck, now I gotta sit here and fix this mindset, you know what I mean? It's at 200 hours enough. Mandatory break. I guess so, yeah. Yeah, I guess so. The game just decided that you needed a break from it. I had a really good run, that one, and now everyone after that's gonna be weak. That's fine though. I don't really care. I'm just kind of doing this to take my mind off stuff. keep my hands and my mind busy. I really just want stuff to just work. You know what I mean? It's like I was saying about streaming before. It's like I love streaming. I really fucking do. You know, it's like I've said it before. It's like it's my thing. You know what I mean? I don't have that many things that I would consider my thing aside from like playing video games, I guess. So streaming is a big deal for me because it's something that I do, and it's something that, you know, I'm not like a super big streamer by any means. I'm not even just a regular big streamer, but it's like I feel like I'm decent enough at it, you know, at least to the point where I'm confident. You know, it's like I don't get nervous about streaming. It's just something that I do. So it's like it's nice to have something like that you have the confidence to just do, right? And it's like, despite that, though, it's like, I don't know, I do get very burnt out with streaming and all this other stuff. And it's not because the social aspect. I mean, like, I don't have, like, the biggest social battery, so I mean, like, I do get kind of tired if I socialize too much, like, on a stream or something. That's why I don't do super duper long ones. But, how to say... completely lost my train of thought. It's not really the social aspect, you know, that doesn't really burn me out. There's always fucking issues. You know what I mean? Just always. If it's not my audio source changing on its own, it's something else. You know, it's my model deciding not to track for literally no reason. Just, yeah, can't do it, sorry. You know, it's always something, and it gets to a point where it's like something's gotta give, man. You know, it's like I'm not gonna quit streaming. I don't think, I think the most I would ever do is to just, like, go on, like, an indefinite break and just, like, not stream for, like, a very long time. I don't think I would ever, like, fully quit streaming. But there's a lot of times where I consider it, I guess. And it's like, I don't want to, but it's also like, you know, it's just... and at the end of the day, it's not that I want to quit. I really don't. I know that that's not what I truly want. I just want to be able to stream and, you know, not have to deal with a bunch of crap, I guess. And that's really it. And I feel like I'm not asking for that much, but... I don't know, I guess I am. Yeah, here I am thinking I'm asking for the bare minimum, but it turns out I'm asking for the whole wide world. You know, just, yeah, hey, can I maybe, like, do a stream where, like, everything just, like, works? You know, the game doesn't have any weird bugs, or, you know, Streamlabs doesn't mess around or anything like that. It's like, oh my god, you're so needy. How can you expect to do a stream where everything just works? So I just, like I said, I love streaming, and it's like, it's not something I especially don't want to, like, make anybody think, like, oh my god, Dirk's gonna graduate or anything like that. That's not something I would think I would ever do. It's just, there's a lot of times where streaming is not such a glamorous thing, I guess, is what I'm trying to say. Streaming is a lovely thing. It's an amazing way to make friends and to kind of get out of your shell, because that's definitely what happened with me. I mean, streaming definitely got me out of my shell. I was pretty antisocial recluse for years and years and years before I started streaming. You know, so there's a lot of good aspects of streaming. I'm not going to sit here and be like, no, streaming sucks, it's the shittiest thing ever. I definitely, because it definitely isn't, but it's like, I'm not going to sit here and lie and say that it's like, that there's like no bad aspect to it at all, because that I would be lying to you all if I said that. Like, I would, like, if someone asked me, like, hey, Dirt, I'm considering like streaming myself, you know, and I'm just not sure if I should do it, if I should give it I would always say, yeah, absolutely, give it a try. You know, I wouldn't be like, no, don't stream, it's the worst, do not do it. Because no, I would definitely be encouraging, because it's something, yes, if it's something you want to try, then you should give it a try, absolutely, but, you know, it's like, I am going to be real, though, when I say that it's not like this super glamorous thing where it's just nothing but sunshine and rainbows, because, honestly, like, it's like Rui said, it's like, there are aspects of it that can really, like, grind away at your soul. Which sounds dramatic. I'm really not trying to be like dramatic or anything, but it's like, it's true, man. There's stuff that happens sometimes that just really weighs on you. You know, and it's, especially when it's like, you know, like analytics and stuff. Like, I try to avoid looking at my analytics as much as I can. You know, I hide the, like, I can't see how many viewers I have right now. I like to hide that because it's, like, you know, I'm not ever going to be the kind of streamer that's like, oh my god, there's not enough viewers. Why aren't there more viewers? I need more viewers, guys, please. You know, I'm never going to be like that because that feels kind of shitty. No, I'm very happy with, you know, like I said, even though I'm not a big streamer, I do appreciate the small viewer base that I do have. You know, so I'm not going to discredit that. But it's just, I definitely make sure I hide the viewer count, because it's like, that's not something that I even want to, like, think about while I'm streaming, you know? And I highly encourage anybody else that streams to hide the viewer count, because, I don't know, you don't want to get in your own head about it, like, especially while you're already streaming, you know? So I mean, like, yeah, like I said, I would always encourage people to give streaming a chance if that's something that they, you know, if they feel like that's something that they want to do, you know, or they're curious about it. I would absolutely encourage it 100% of the time, absolutely. Unless, like, the only time I would maybe discourage it is if it was like someone who they only wanted to do it because they wanted to make money from it, like. You know what I mean? It's like they don't really... It's not that they have a passion for streaming or anything like that. It's just they want to make money. I would maybe give them a reality check. Like, bro, you really shouldn't go into streaming expecting to make, like, a lot of money or any... Because it's like, sure, there are people that make a shitload of money off of streaming. But they are very much in the minority. You know, the vast... Like, I remember hearing something where it's like... like, here on Twitch, it's like, if you manage to get about 5 viewers a stream, you're already getting more viewers than, like, 95% of the streamers on Twitch. You know what I mean? Because there's a lot of people that just stream to nobody, or 1 viewer. Which, nothing wrong with that, obviously. Everyone grows at their own pace. I'm not trying to, like, throw shade or anything. I definitely don't have room to talk. Because I'm not a... Like I said, I'm definitely not a big streamer, and I know that. It's just... But I guess my point is, it's like, you can't really expect to get into streaming and to, like, immediately make a career off of it. In fact, you shouldn't even expect that to happen at all. Like, you can aspire for that to happen, you can dream for that to happen, but it's like, you still need to be realistic and accept that it's like, you know, that's not something that's going to happen for everybody. But yeah, outside of, like, somebody that only wanted to stream because they want to make money, outside of that, I would always recommend people to stream. It's just, like I said, I would always be realistic, too, about the not-so-glamorous parts of it. The parts of it that can kind of eat away at you at a certain point. I don't know, it's just... I feel like, when it comes to streaming, I feel like brain worms is a big part of that. I feel like that's something every streamer encounters at one point or another, you know? I mean, I'd be lying if I said I didn't. Hey, we got another Pekora. Pekora? Jesus, I've been ranting for about an hour at this point now. Sorry for anybody that was excited to watch more Fallout. I can't deal with that game right now. You know, playing Fallout 4, it's like... Have any of you ever had to drive, like, a real piece of shit car that you're really not certain if it'll even, like, start half the time? That's how I feel playing Fallout 4. It's just like this like, house of cards where it's just like one tiny gust was gonna blow it over, you know what I mean? I think that's why it takes me so long, because I'll have these periods of time where I'm like, man, I really want to play Fallout 4, but it's like, but I really don't want to deal with Fallout 4. Streaming's not a stable career, find other avenues for your primary income is wonderful advice, and more people should. It's true. It's so true. I remember, like a month or 2 ago, I forget which, but I was partaking in, VTuber, her name's Miyu. She was doing, charity event, which was just like a bunch of collabs, like back-to-back collabs for like a week straight, all day long. And I remember there was one person, I'm not going to name names because I'm not trying to throw shade, but there was one person where they like, we knew that they had like VTuber assets and stuff like that. Like, I don't think they had a full model, but they have like, you know what I mean? They went and they bought like an overlay and art and all this other shit. And then they were, and like, because they would always have to leave the collab like only an hour into it. And eventually Miu was like, hey, why do you only stay for like the first hour of the collab? And this person was like, oh, because my laptop overheats. I have a really piece of crap laptop. And like, everyone's like, you went and bought VTuber stuff before upgrading your hardware, you know what I mean? And it's like, yeah, it's true. You know, it's like, what are you doing buying VTuber stuff when you're still running off of some shovelware laptop? I don't know if I use that term correctly, but you know what I mean. You know what, it's just, like, because that's the thing, it's like, I feel like VTubing is, like, a lot of people look at it like, oh my god, I don't have thousands of dollars to spend on a model. You don't need to. Start as a PNG. Like, literally, like, you could just doodle your model that you have in mind yourself and use that as a PNG. Even if you're not an artist, who cares? You know what I mean? Because that's the thing, is that I've also seen a lot of VTubers where they start streaming and then they quit, like, not even a year into it. And it's like, well, you know what I mean? It's like, this is what happens. This is why you don't jump. Like, it's the old expression, you don't test the depth of water with both feet. You know what I mean? So, in other words, don't jump fully into something unless you know for a fact it's something that you're gonna want to do for a long time. You know? You know, like me, I've been streaming for almost 4 years, like I've said. So yeah, I've started, like, like maybe I'm a little late, actually, but it's like it's like, okay, I've been doing this for a while. I see myself doing it for still a while longer. So, okay, sure, I'll buy some assets. You know, I went and bought this model, which was really cheap. You know? So it's like, I just, you gotta make sure it's something you actually want to do before you fully invest in it. Started on a laptop, but it wasn't a terrible laptop. It was just the game, VTS, OBS, I'd open. Yeah. You know what I mean? It's like, everyone has like their humble beginnings and stuff. On a terrible laptop is insane. Yeah. Oh god, yeah. You know, these days I could not imagine streaming without a dual monitor setup. I couldn't imagine it. I really couldn't. And the old PC I used to stream on, that was back when I only streamed games via capture card, because my old PC, that thing can't run games. That thing cannot. I remember one of my friends was doing like a VR chat meetup for her birthday stream years and years and years and years ago, like 5-6 years ago. And I figured, fuck it, I'll download VR chat and I'll try and play, even though my PC sucks ass. And everything was super laggy. Everything was super slow motion. But it's like, I still wanted to try it. Favorite model, did you see the upcoming Tail update? Oh, for VTube Studio? No, I didn't. Oh, that's interesting, because my not this model, but like my design in general does have a very nice tail. I know a lot of people are fans of it. You know, and you know, I will say too is that, yeah, as a treat for listening to me ramble, I will reveal some info, is that I actually am working on getting a genuine model. Well, not that this isn't a genuine model, but like having my own model made. I do have the art for it done. Now I just need to find myself a rigger. I've just been saving up some money to afford it. But yeah, that's something that hopefully I'll have by the end of the year. For the model itself, really. Oh, for this model, you mean? The one that I'm currently using? Oh, no, I didn't. Thank you for bringing that to my attention. I'm going to have to take a look at it after stream. That's awesome. I love this little model. I really do. You know what I mean? So I definitely don't want to, like, discredit. That's why I don't want to be like, oh, yeah, my genuine model. Because, like, this is a genuine model. But you know what I mean. Custom, yeah, right? Yeah, I am working on having my own model made. And like I said, I do have the art for it already. Like the, you know, live 2D art. Now I just gotta get it rigged. And I have to say, I am very happy with it. Very, very, very happy with it. I think it looks fucking amazing. Because I specifically remember telling the artist, because she was like, so... She asked me, she's like, so, like, what kind of guy do you want him to be? Like, do you want him to be like a soft twink? Do you want him to be like a big, strong, you know, guy? And I told her, I'm like, well, I don't really want him to be too twinky, because I kind of don't... I don't really, like... I don't really identify as that. So it's like, not really twinky, but like I also didn't want him to be like super like muscular guy, because it's like, yeah, that would just feel like I'm like overcompensating for something, you know what I mean? So no, he does have a pretty like, definitely leans more towards like the Ikemen side of things, if I'm saying that correctly. But I definitely didn't want to have him to be like too edgy or too like muscular and all this other stuff. I think he's a very good balance. He's basically exactly what I wanted when I was talking about like the kind of guy. You're excited? I'm glad. I'm glad. I could show you later, since you know, since we're good friends and all that. Pink gang. Yeah, I'm like, because I'm thinking like, when I finally do plan on revealing it, it's like, do I do one of those things where it's like, hey, this many likes and retweets and I'll reveal my legs, then my upper body? I don't know if I want to do that. Because it's like, honestly, if I did something like that and I just never got the likes and retweets that I wanted to like actually, I would feel so like just bad. That would bum me out so much. So I would probably lowball it. Oh fuck. You know, like maybe just like a maximum of like 20 likes and retweets or something. Hey, Koyori. Nice. But yeah. So I will, hopefully by the end of the year, I'm not, like I said, I'm still just kind of saving up. I could afford it right now, it's just, I also don't want to completely bankrupt myself, you know what I mean? It's like, I like to make sure that I'm going to have a decent amount left over before I go and spend a lot, you know? Let's see, I just want to see who should be my next target for unlocking. All 5 members of Gen 2. Do I have all 5 members? Yeah, these? Okay. Oh no. I'm gonna have to remember, okay. But yeah, I'm pretty excited for it too. I think people will like it. I think they will. Who else is in Gen 2? Shion, Ayame. Who else? I should know this. Oh, Subaru. Yeah. One, two, three. Okay. Yep. Alright. I think this is Gura that we're trying to unlock now. And we just gotta get 1,000 combinations while all 5 members of Hololive Gen 2 are in play. Man, I really wanted today to be a longer stream. I guess it still can be. I was just really looking forward to like sitting here and playing Fallout for like 4 or 5 hours, but I guess it just ain't the day for that.
もしかしてキッチンのこといやーちょっと脱いじゃおうかな。いやーごったごった。うちら青春マジずっともだよねみたいな顔じゃんこれ。そうです。犬がみんな女に手を出しては振られています。脱いでみましたが、どうでしょうか。どうでしょうか。ね、これでオッケー。ミコさん、やることがいっぱいあるんだもん。超熱してグイグイグイにしてまあなんか気づかないうちにすごい失礼なことやっちゃってたらどうしようと思って。こんなに可愛いのですよ。あれってエッチなんですよ。おつらいきりでした。はい、お余裕あるですか？私をね恥ずかしいよ。私のこと好きすぎるんだもん。完全に。マリはね、こう冬でも水着を着る女だから白見えしてるって感じ。これまずいですね。食べ過ぎさ。ギャルの生き方見払う。
What a fucking day. It's only like 12:30 noon and I'm already saying what a
基
day.
本的に誰かのこと一番好きだって思わないことにしてる。
I don't know. Maybe I still haven't like fully recovered from like that heat exhaustion or whatever the heck I had yesterday. Maybe I'm a bit irritable because of that. But it is nice to be able to just like speak openly about things here on stream. I'm glad that there's people that are willing to listen to me ramble. It's just, I don't know. It's like I said, I just want stuff to work, man. I don't feel like that, and I refuse to accept that that's like asking for a lot, because it shouldn't be. Shit should just work, man. That's really just the end-all be-all of it. Like, I shouldn't have to, like, with Fallout 4, I shouldn't have to sit here in 2025, 10 years after the game first released, having to sit here and reload the same save over and over and over again, because my character has fucking blackface. Like, and I'm really surprised that they would let a blackface glitch persist in their game for so long. Maybe we need to start a campaign saying how Bethesda is like racist or something because of that glitch, and that'll make them finally fix it. Can you believe that Todd Howard has been complacent in letting a blackface glitch exist in his game for a decade at this point? You know, and then watch, like, the very next day there will be a patch for Fallout 4, like, addressing the miscolored face glitch, they'll call it. It's fucked up, because that probably would actually get them to actually want to fix it. Like I said though, man, it's just playing Bethesda games since 2005, 6, whatever year the original release of Oblivion was. You know, because everyone's always like, oh, you know, Bethesda, it's like their games are really buggy, but at least a lot of the glitches are really charming or silly, haha. I'm at a point where I no longer find the glitches and the bugs charming. Not even the harmless ones. Like just Fallout 4 and then the release of the Oblivion remaster, as much fun as I'm having with it, it's just, it's, the state that it's in is inexcusable. So it's like, no, I'm at a point where the Bethesda quirkiness is no longer quirky in my eyes. It's just downright annoying. And I'm gonna say this. Whenever the Elder Scrolls 6 comes out, you know, in like 50 years, whenever, and it's still the same bullshit of just like, yeah, sometimes quests just completely break and the only way to, you know, you either have to reload a save or start a new game, blah, blah, blah. You know, if it's still that kind of shit, I'm just done with Bethesda at that point. No more Fallout games, no more Elder Scrolls games. I can't deal with the the quote-unquote quirkiness anymore, because it's not quirky to me anymore. It's annoying. You know, it's not like, oh haha, look at the game's glitching again, that's so funny. No, now it's just I want my game that I spent good hard money on to just work. No community patches, no just dealing with it. No. Yeah, Elder Scrolls 6 or whatever game they come out with next is that's gonna be my last. That's gonna be Bethesda's last chance for me, at least. Which I know they don't give a shit because people will still buy their games. But I'm not really looking to like bring down Todd Howard. I'm looking to maintain my own sanity. So the only win I need is to no longer play buggy games, whether that's because the games themselves are more stable or because I just flat out stop playing those games. Whichever option, I'll be satisfied. Oh my god, man, I am exhausted. I'm gonna have to like take a nap after this. I hope you're all having a decent day, though. I hope you're all hanging in there and all that. Like I said, I'm alright. I'm not like I'm not like life-ruiningly upset or anything like that. It's just I'm fed up. I'm just so fed up with just the purposeful incompetence that is so goddamn prevalent in all fields of technology this day and age. Literally every field. People just not giving a shit about what they do because they know people just buy it anyway. I saw that Saba finally has a time for her first stream, and I think it's she said 4 p.m. but let me check like the time zone because I'm not exactly sure what time zone she's in. Or, you know what, actually, I think it was 4 p.m. my time. Yeah, so 4 p.m. Central Time. Which Pacific Time is 2 hours before that, and Eastern Time is an hour ahead of that, I think? I always get those two confused, but yeah. So for those of you that are interested in catching Saba's first stream, tomorrow afternoonish is when you'll get to it. Assuming that you're in a US time zone. So I'm excited for that at the very least. That'll be nice. I'm like making sure that I'm like completely free for it. You know what I mean? Like I've got like no plan because I want to be there for it. Man, I was never able to get the biggest piece before, and today I've got it 3 times now. It's just, I really do think that the frustration fuels me. Is it because I'm, like, kind of in my own world, and I'm not really, like, paying that much attention to the game? I'm just kind of winging it and not overthinking anything? Maybe. man. I don't know. I'm sure I'll figure out why my model isn't tracking. Either that, or it'll just decide to work next time. You know, and there is no fix for the blackface glitch in Fallout 4, unfortunately. However, hopefully I can find a fix for the jumping glitch. You know what? It's like, I hate it that so many of the games that I love to play, I feel like half of the time I spend on them isn't me playing it, it's me troubleshooting it. You know what I mean? Like Fallout and stuff? It's just... Oh, damn. It's just, you know what I mean? It's just, like, why can't it just fucking work? Oh, Mori Calliope! That is pretty ganky. Kyla, too. I definitely want to add Mori Calliope. Let's make her the biggest one. Because she's everybody's father. Mori Calliope. Look how angry she is. This is so cute. She's such a goofball. And who else did we unlock? Kyla? We'll swap her in too. We'll make her the second biggest. Let me make sure that I still have the Gen 2 in there, though. Okay, yeah, we do. Ahoy! We'll probably go for another, I don't know, half hour or so. I really wanted to do a longer stream today, but I don't have it in me yet. I'm sorry. I'm just so worn out from all that fucking frustration. I swear to God, dude, it's like I'll get burnt out from streaming, and then I'll, you know, try and like get back into it, and then as soon as I feel like I shake off the burnout, I get burnt out because of something else. It's this fuck cycle. If I ever become president, I'm gonna make it illegal for stuff to not work. If you release a program or a game or anything like that here in this country and it doesn't work, and like you need to like rely on like unofficial patches, jail, 25 to life. You kiss your family goodbye. In all actuality, though, like, to be completely serious, jokes aside, there should be some kind of penalty, I feel, for releasing a faulty product. There should be. Because until something like that happens, it's just gonna keep being the norm. Where it's just, yeah, we release our game, it's a complete piece of shit, maybe we patch it, like a year from now, maybe we don't. You know, that should be something that companies get, like, fined for. You like, taken to court for. I'm like, I'm at a point where I'm just like full on scorched earth with it all. Make your shit work or face the consequences.
かるわかるわかる温度開始はいわかるわかるわかる
もぐもぐ
So, in regards to the Fallout 4 playthrough I've been doing on stream, I'm probably not gonna stream it again for a while.
ね
If at all. Just, I don't know, dude. I can't deal with that buggy bullshit while I'm trying to stream. It's one thing when I'm just playing the game in my own leisure time, but it's like while streaming, it's just, that's not something I can deal with, man. I can't deal with buggy bullshit while I'm streaming. So, I don't know. If I could fix the issues, maybe I'll stream it again. But, till then, I don't know. I don't see myself playing it again. Sorry to say. If anybody was like really enjoying it or anything, I can't put myself through that, man.
萌えなんだな
Like I said, it's hard enough to fix shit on my own time when it's not like I'm doing a live broadcast, but doing it on stream, having to sit here and fix shit on stream is just too fucking much, man. It's too much, and I just don't have the patience for it.
見せたいな見せたい中毒
So I don't know. Maybe one day I'll stream Fallout 4 again, but
本当に今
not
罪悪感
likely
で
for any time soon.
無限に喋るやんって感じだよね
みこちゃん
I would love to stream the Oblivion remaster, but it's just not stable enough right now. You know, I don't want to stream it while it's all stuttery and shitty.
まあ有能まあ女上司有能女上司ということでよろしくお願いします
Thankfully, Skyrim is a bit more stable than Fallout 4 is. Bethesda games really have just become less and less stable over time, haven't they? To the point where the Oblivion remaster is like borderline unplayable. Borderline. I have still been playing it, but I do have to be in the right mood for it because I'll tell you, there are a lot of times where I'm just not in the mood to deal with the stutter.
もぐもぐ
Like, you go to push a button, but just as you push the button, the game stutters, so it doesn't register the button press. You know what I mean? It's like, I can't deal with that shit unless I'm, like, in, like, a nice, calm, chilling mood.
いやーなこったいやーこ最高よかったほっとしたわこんなに可愛いなんて奇跡ですよほらよ押したいなこれなんとかこれでって
Oh, that's Shion. That's Shion looking about as stable as Fallout 4 right now.
もう何君たちもやる風が出るからなるほどね気持ちオッケーぜひ気軽にヌキヌキしてください他のメンバーが気になってマリンに流れ着いてくださってる方もいらっしゃいますとマリンもさ参加するわ当然船長が愛されててみんな船長として寝たいって思ってた船長もでもおっぱい大好きだったのエッチな気持ちを沈めていきたい
おつらきりでした
やっぱね安心した君最高だよ天才いるね
人間さんたちこんなきりやっほー夢のアイドルメイド猫耳パーフェクトプリティガールの皆さん
やっほー少女紫強いんだよいいのにねマリンの前では全開放してくれてもよかったのににゃんはろーであと3期生ですねいつもの3期生よこれでオッケーよこれはねできないよなかなか
超かっこいいんでしょみんなあれ
いろんな女がいるから
僕だけ見て大好きおにゃにゃ
早く生まれちゃ行くぞ
にゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんにゃんぽわ
ここから見て下から見て上から見て
あとそれがなんですよ
ここに夢中になってマリンに流れ着いてくださってる方もいらっしゃいますと 恥ずかしいの船長のこともしかして。みんなで気持ちいいよ。気持ちいいよ。
チョコこれは難しい。ホロライブ ID3 期生のシークレートエージェント
God, I just feel like so tense stuff. I'm gonna be sore all day now.
これすっごいパンパン。
私のこと好きすぎだな。
Just like I said, I'm fed up. I'm really fed up.
何？人間そうでち。この可愛い子は。よし。
Tired of stuff not working. Tired of games being buggy pieces of shit that they charge increasingly more for. Hey, Ina. Oh, I'm getting doing pretty well in this game if I'm unlocking all these where you have to do well 3 games in a row. That's 2 out of the 5 EN Gen 1 members. Calliope, Mori, and Ina. Oh, wrong button. I would like to swap in Ina. Let's see where we could put her. Oh, let's see, who have we had for a while now? We'll make Ina the smallest one. Where is she? There she is. Look at that little face. There we go. Little Ina.
どうしよう。
And I ate a bowl of cereal before this, and I'm still getting hungry now anyway. Whenever I do an early stream like this, like once I hit the 2-hour mark, I start getting hungry. And I make sure to eat honeycomb before this.
みんなで気持ちいいよ。気持ちいいよ。あ、そんな強引すぎる。そんな強引なくだり。強引すぎる。ってことだ。これが BL の受けの気持ち。これはね、できないよなかなか。
おつらいきりでした。
よかった。君のこと気持ちよくできて。もうって感じなんです。気持ちよくないから基本的に誰かのこと一番好きだって思わないことにしてる。再放送同じ話ばっかりするおばさんって言われちゃう。
おつらいきりでした。
ちょ待ちや。そんなコロコロと。この女上司報酬割に任せなさい。誰にでも好き言ってるのは本当にそうなんだけど、でも本当に好きなのみんな。ちゃこちゃーん。これまずいですよ。これ大丈夫だって。久々に攻めちゃった。でもホロライブのお笑い事務所というコメントもあります。お付き合いをしませんか？どうしよう。こんな君。もう何もう嘘ぴょーマリを新世界へ連れてってなんかまたバーチャルホテル譲ってこでーす。わーやばい最高。いろんなホロ面にあってね、すごいパワーがもらえました。
ミコちゃん
困りましたねこれね。
ミコちゃんね恥ずかしいよ。
困りましたねこれね。
私今日もいいんでしょ。
これすっごいパンパン。
あれ？
パンパンするよ。
こんにちは。こんにちは。どうも。
書きたいかも。
いなです。
なんか健康的なドスケベさ感じない？ケロベロスの声。
いいのね。
オッケー。
ファイター。 せーの。いいわいいわいいわ。
わかるわかる。
ジェニーとミカのさくらみーかです。はい、タプタプです。
タップンタップン。
赤です。ヨーベンヨーベン。
ゾクゾクするよね。たまんないよな。
せーの。いいわいいわいいわ。
みんなそれやめてください。エッティな谷間になってます。
私のこと好きすぎだもん。
ちょっと脱ぎます。これ以上何を脱ぐんだみたいな状態ですけど。
店長も大好きですよ。
あ、でもホロライブもお笑い現象というコメントもあります。
Yeah, I definitely feel like I'm running out of
あ
steam.
んたみんないい匂いする仕組みになってんだよ。
猫ちゃん。ヨーベンヨーベン。
船長は。
猫ちゃん。私、今日もかっこいいんでしょ。
気持ちいいってないから、基本的に誰かのこと一番好きだって思わないことにしてる。負けひどい。負けひどいになっちゃった。いいぞ。
よ君たち。大変なことしてないでよ。
ちょっと始めていきたいと思います。ミラクル船長けど、
アイドルネイド猫耳
チラ見えしてるって感じ。これまずいっすね。
Knock on wood, I'm glad at least the audio shit all worked today.
猫ちゃんね恥ずかしいよ。
誰にでも好きって言ってるのは
Kind
本
of
当に
crazy
そうなんだ
because
け
it's
ど。
usually the audio stuff that fucks up more than anything else. So I guess I'm thankful
お
for that.
互いウィンウィンでコメントはね、ウィンウィンでやっていきたいなと思いますよ。嬉しいよね、みんなね、嬉しいね。これは難しい。
ジェニーとミカさくらみーかです。
でも前もってすごいことしたし。もうエロ書きばっかりなんだから本当にしょうがないな。エッチな気持ちを沈めてみたい。うちら青春にマジで子供だよねみたいなとこじゃなくて。これ本当に今罪悪感に満ちてるんだけど、無理に喋るやんって感じだよね。
サンキューサンキュー。ラブラブ。ラブラブラブ。ありがとう。
エッティな谷間になってます。
猫ちゃん。
何が不満なのかな。再放送同じ話ばっかりするおばさんって言われちゃう。ぜひ何でも気軽にヌキヌキしてください。
私見てたんですよ、こう見えて。猫ちゃん。サンキューサンキュー。ラブラブ。ラブラブラブ。
お付き合いをしませんか。どうした君たちおかしいぞ。
Was that one of them saying tomorrow? It sounded like Zeta.
マリはね、
もしかし
こう
て
冬でも水着を着る女だから。こうちょっとさ、全然なるのよ。やめて、誰かリアクション
あやめです。
脱いでみましたが、どうでしょうか。どうでしょうか。
バーチャル保険譲ってくれ。
お互いウィンウィンでフォロメントはね、ウィンウィンでやっていきたいなと思い
猫ちゃんね
ます。
恥ずかしいよ。
でも前もっとすごいことしたし。
頑張れ。
どういうあんですか。やばい、漏れちゃう船長のセンシティブが溢れちゃう。
猫ちゃん。
残った。残った。
でもすぎて。オッケー。みんなの気持ちよくなろう。分からしてるから船長が。
なるほどね。オッケー。
お付き合いを始めたいなんて思っております。はい。
ケロベロスの構え。
脱いじゃうかな。おつらいきりでした。
ちょっと脱いじゃおうかな。
猫ちゃん。あはー。
なんだっけ。
猫ちゃん。あやめです。
誰にでも好きって言ってるのは本当にそうなんだけど、でも本当に好きなのみんな。気持ち行きたくないから基本的に誰かのこと一番好きだって思わないことにして
And having 3 of them with like this silverish kind of hair is kind of hard to know like which one is which between Ayame, Shion, and Zeta. I'm really glad they at least have different hairstyles and head accessories.
ちょっとワクワクドキドキのねシーンもあるんじゃないでしょうか。 船長もでもおっぱい大好きだったの。
ね、小さいの可愛いよね。よろしくお願いします。
ようこそ八条特急列車へ。
完全に。やだ、可愛い。うっそぴょー。どうね。いいのいいのいいの。
まあでもちょっとホロライブのね、闇の一面ということで。やばい。ちょっといやらしい光景が繰り広がっちゃってる。
みんな、あれ？もしかして、好きかな？
興味が？ミラクル船長けど。バレるけど、もうすぐお付き合い始めるかもしれない。ごめんな。
No spots here.
お疲れきりでした。
大丈夫ですよ。梅にちゃんとチェックしてもらいましたから。このままではこぼれてしまう。いけない。ちょっとやばいな。参った。
それはないですよ、ちょっと。
書きたいかも。おっぱいは大きければ大きいほどいい。
猫ちをね、恥ずかしい。
アウト。大丈夫ですよ。梅にちゃんとチェックしてもらいましたから。なんか
I was just about to say no Ayame's in play, but it finally did roll back down the way I was expecting it to. Thank goodness.
これが、
おっぱいを確認することを振り返るとは船長だけでした。
テクタイム。テクタイム。お疲れきりでした。
うちら青春マジずっともだよねみたいな顔じゃんこれ。
You know what? I unlocked Fuwawa
はい。
long ago, and I still haven't unlocked
青
Mokoko.
春マジずっともだよね
You
み
would
たい
think
な
the
顔じゃ
two
ん
of
こ
them
れ。
would. It feels odd that they would have like such different unlocking stipulations, however you want to say it.
恥ずかしいの船長のこともしかして。
I don't remember what you need to do to unlock
早
Mokoko.
めです。
うちら青春マジずっともだよねみたいな顔じゃんこれ。
Oh, that octa's gonna go down. Or not. Damn! I'm gonna be right back. Just gonna take a quick break. I'll be back within like a minute or two. Bijou, let's fucking go. Hell yeah. Alright, give me 1 sec, I'll be right back. Alright, I'm coming back. Hey, welcome back, Rui. How did it go? Did your presentation go well? I hope so. Thank you, thank you. Yeah, we're gonna play for a bit longer. It didn't happen. Why? What? That's weird. Did they have to reschedule it or something? The other group took too long and we got pushed to Monday. Ah, man. It's like on one hand, that's like relieving, but on the other hand, it's like, bro, I was getting myself all like ready to do it. Yeah, I've had that happen before, and it's like, man, I don't have to do shit. Fair enough. Well, I'm glad that you at least just get to take it easy in that case. Yeah, we're gonna maybe play another game or two, and then I think we're just gonna close off there. I'm so fucking tired. I really wanted to just have a nice chill stream today, and I'm bummed out that it had to be a stressful one instead. But I'm glad that I at least got to hang out with you all. That definitely made it less of a grating thing. I feel a little better now. I'm just wore out now, man. I don't know. I'm just burnt out, man. In general, it's not even just streaming. I'm just burnt out in general. I just want to stream for a little bit longer, and then we'll close off. I'll probably go lay back down, sleep for a few hours. Yeah, no, I deal with that stuff too, so I mean, I definitely do get it. Yeah, I mean, like, yeah, it's just, I don't know, man, I I don't want, like, the whole stream to just be me, like, yapping about stuff like that, but I don't know. There's just so much bullshit that it's difficult to not feel like it's just all bullshit, you know what I mean? It gets increasingly difficult to keep telling myself, no, it's not all bullshit, there's good aspects to it. Because, like, realistically, yeah, there is, obviously. But there's just so much bullshit that it's like, it like, makes things cloudy. It makes it difficult to even process that there's a good aspect to it, you know what I mean? You know, you try and you try, and you try different things even, you know, different approaches, and it still comes back down to the exact same place every single time. No matter what approach you take, no matter how much you try to make things more manageable, it never seems to work. At least in my experience. You know, and it just eventually boils down to a point where it's like, well then what the fuck can I even do? You know, like, what am I supposed to do? Just sit here and just say, yep, that's it, that's life. It's this annoying thing, because no, I don't want to be like that. And I don't want to be a downer either, you know, I really hope I'm not, but just, you know what I mean? It gets to a point where it's like, something's got to give. It just can't keep being like this for absolutely everything. It can't, it's even like, you know, it's like, even like as much as it is right now, it feels like it's more than it should be, like it's an unnatural amount. You know, it's enough to make you like superstitious and make you think that there's some kind of higher being out there that's just like got it out for you. Which, I'm not trying to go full like tinfoil hat territory, but it's hard to not think that sometimes, where it's just like, no, yeah, that's just it. Like, fate has just decided that my life is gonna be very frustrating. You know, I don't want to sound like that, because, like, I'm not trying to, like, you know, I have the worst life ever, which I definitely don't. Oh, I didn't mean to throw it like that, but... Yeah, it gets to a point where it's just like, man, something has got to give, and it just never does. You just eventually get over whatever it is, at least partially get over it, and then the next thing happens. And it just, like I said, it gets to a point where it's like, what do I even do? Like, what do I even do with this? You know, what's the, like, solution? What's the answer? Because I am completely lost to it. Well, I'm definitely not streaming tomorrow. I want to be there for Saba's stream. Me and Taiga have a stream planned on Sunday. We're gonna play more Dying Light. And then, I think me and Khalidi were talking about doing a collab on Tuesday. which I'm not too sure, like, what time or what we'll be doing just yet. We haven't really discussed it. We just said, why don't we do something Tuesday? So there will be a stream Sunday, and there will be a stream Tuesday. Aside from that, though, I'm probably gonna dial back the streams. Just, I don't know, I'm too burnt out, and if I keep, like, making myself stream when I'm burnt out, it's just gonna make me not like streaming anymore, and I don't want to get to that point, so I might be a bit MIA for a little bit. One of my many unfinished projects was designing models for Bomb Rush Cyberpunk. Oh, dude, that's awesome. I love that game. I've honestly been thinking about playing through it again on stream, even though I already did, like, a year or two ago. Spacesuit nerd. That would be cute. That'd be really cool. That would be really neat.
I did not miss.
Oh, I missed that game. Maybe I will have to play through it again soon. I feel like it's been long enough to where people might not even remember that I streamed through it already. I've never modded the game though. It would be neat to though. You know, some like modded player models and all that. I think it is neat the stuff that you make for people, damn it. Just in general. Oh man. Yeah, I think we'll just get to that 2.5 hour mark, and I think we're gonna close off. Like, my idea was a mix between casual wear and broken astronaut helmet. That sounds really cool. I like the sound of that. I would be honored if something like that was made. I do like the sound of that. I mean, I do have the whole space thing going on, so... And my default outfit does kind of look like a spacesuit, sort of. It basically is.
ぜひ今後も気軽にヌキヌキしてください。
猫ちゃんね、恥ずかしいよ。
女の子はみんないい匂いがする仕組みになってんだよ。なかなかセンスが先生、センスがすごいだけで染まっちゃうんじゃないですか。
みんなも気持ちよくなろう。いいね。桜みこでーす。
うちら青春のマジずっともだよねみたいな顔じゃんこれ。エッチなことに興味がある。今マリンの中での好感度がブーンって。
Even if it's not reflective, it's very chrome-like in color. I like that. Honestly, I think that would fit the game's like look very well. You know what I mean? I think it would vibe pretty well with the game's art style. You know, just kind of like, kind of simple, and you know, kind of flashy to look at. You know, I think it would fit perfectly, especially with the whole like cyberpunk type vibe that game has, like with people with robot heads and the like. Yeah, I think that's a great idea. I think that would look really good.
コメントもあります。
I do too. I miss the 2000s fashion as well. That was good times. I miss the 2000s in general. I did like the fashion back then, though. I really did. Even though, like, some of it's a little goofy by modern standards, it's still charming in its own way, you know? Do you understand?
ね、小さいの可愛いよね。
もしかして、興味がある。もしかして好き？そんなこと。赤です。イングリッシュタコちゃん。変なやつじゃないから。
English taco chan.
感動したんだけど。ちょっと、いつの旅にしたいの？
Oh boy.
だってうまい。すごい。
魔法少女紫シオンだよ。
あれってエッチなんですよ。
どうも紫シオンです。
エッティな谷間になってます。
Oh, I am down.
緒にブラブラしていきませんか？もっといい加減よ。
それ気になっちゃうよ。
Let's go。
止めちゃうのはダメよ。
お疲れ様でした。
興味が
みんなで気持ちいいよ。気持ちいいよ。バイバイ。
全然私が普通に
バイバイしちゃうんだよ。
見て。これが猫ちゃん。
この女上司宝生マリンに任せなさい。
お疲れ様でした。
なんかまたバーチャル保険言ってくれ。
エッチじゃない方がエッチなんだよなって思うんだ。
もうブラブラしちゃう。やめて。猫ちゃん。ジロジロ見ないでくださいよ。そんなセンシティブな部分を。
猫耳
よよよよよ
これはね、できないよなかなか。
コミキナどうもみんな
すごい。猫ちゃん。スカピャー。
あれ困りましたねこれ。困りましたねこれ。
ハローライブいいんです。アドバンテージの分かりやすい方に活用されるわけではなく
元々登場していたわけですね。
猫ちゃん。猫ちゃん。あれピー。猫ちゃん。
なんかねじゃないからお付き合いをしませんか？
やばい。ちょっとい
My
やらしい
birthday's over, maybe I'll find time to be a VTuber. Keywording, maybe. Yeah, you know, just whenever you feel like it. It's always worth doing, I feel.
何君たちもみたいな感じでいられるから。
When's your birthday, by the way?
エッチじゃない方がエッチなんだよなって思うんだ。ミラクルヒットけど待て。
July 13th, okay. I'll have to remember that. Say it's your birthday.
猫ちゃんね恥ずかしいよ。
これすっごいパンパン。
ありがとう。かわいいね。
Most lucky and unlucky. How about that? The great conundrum.
私のこと好きすぎだな。
ここまで準備したんだよね。
猫ちゃんね恥ずかしいよ。
どうも紫ちゃんです。
脱いでみましたが、どうでしょうか。どうでしょうか。
アイドルメイド猫
こ
耳
こまで準備
プリティガ
したん
ール。
だよね。頑張っ
よしよしよし。
I'm a lazy guy. My confidence was beaten out of me. No, I completely
これ以上
understand.
何を脱ぐんだみたいな状態です。
You should try. I think it's worth trying. You know, it's like I said, I'm realistic about it. It's not all glitz and glamour, and there's sometimes it could kind of bring you down, but I do recommend trying it because it's also a phenomenal way of getting out of your shell and just being more comfortable with being social in general, because I was a total shut-in and just completely antisocial for years. And then I started streaming and it kind of beat it out of me. You know, now I'm still not a very social person, but I'm at least comfortable socializing now, you know what I mean?
ちょっとワクワクドキドキの。
I just want to be a YouTuber. See, that's a good goal. See, like I said, the only time I would discourage someone from trying to be a content creator is if they only wanted to do it for like money. But like just doing it for the love of the game and wanting to, you know, the whole thing where it's like if I could even make one person's day better just for my content, yeah. Like that's like the best reason to get into content creation. Just wanting to do it because you want to do it and, you know, potentially brighten people's days with your content.
いろんな女に
You know what I mean? Like that is the single best reason to get into streaming and content creation in general. So you're already on the right track just from that alone, let me tell you. Like that's already starting off in the right direction. And you know, if it's something that you do pursue and you do end up being a content creator, you know, just be sure to hang on to that because, you know, it's like those times where it can be kind of grating, you know, content creation. It can be kind of, you know, burns you out and maybe doesn't make you feel all that great. You know, it's the reminder that, you know, you're still getting to do something that you love and it's something that, you know, makes people happy that you do it. It's like that alone will be something that can help you get out of any potential funks you might find yourself in. Because believe you me, man, ever since I become a streamer, I've found myself in a lot of funks. But it's just the reminder that it's something that I feel like I'm good at. I feel like it's something that's good for me, you know. So it's just, you know, it's just that's kind of what keeps me going at this point. Just maybe set up my VT for later. I'm using my phone camera. Look. Oh, nice. Very nice, Tyg. I can't wait to see it. Can't wait to see it.
Let's go.
Oh.
おつらいきりでした。
可愛くてごめんが来るぞ。やばい。ちょっといやらしい光景が繰り広がっちゃってる。本当緊張しちゃうな。
Nico, no.
紫しよんだよ。
はい。いろんな女に手を出
Hanging
して
on by
は
her
振ら
ahoge.
れています。ちょっとどうしたらいい？
VC won't let me blink, so I'm gonna stare into the souls of the innocent and guilty. Fair enough. As long as it tracks.
言えないドルメイド猫耳コネクトクリティガールの皆さんです。つつれー。私も山なんですよ、こう見えて。
船長は船長だから船長って呼びなさい。
ハローライブいいんです。アダマントの輝く声素敵。コンセプトだよ。
Hmm.
よーはいはいよもう気軽に抜き抜き
Yeah, I don't know what I'm gonna do the rest of the day, man. I just
これが BU の受けの気持ち
I need to like just take it easy because
あれ酔っちゃったのは
This
私
was a
って
very
もしかして酔っちゃったのかな。
stressful start to the day, I'll say. Not streaming in and of itself,
もしかしたら
obviously,
青春マジどう
but
だよねみ
just
たいな顔じゃん
the
これ
trials and tribulations that come with it. Like I said, I'm probably not gonna stream Fallout 4 for a long time if I ever stream it again. Hey, Shiori, nice.
いらっしゃいませ。
It do, I think. I'll play around with it some more in a bit. Fair enough, fair enough. Yeah, that stuff is fun to play around with, especially when you're brand new to it. Oh, jeez, GG. Big fan of GG. Yeah, I'll keep going just a little bit longer.
やっていこうと思いますいいぞやるか君代わりに船長を殺したみたいな感じですよでもあれって
It's like I said yesterday. I think Kalibi was the one I said it to in my chat, but I kind of want my new minimum stream time to be 2.5 hours. Because for the longest time it was 2 hours for me. But I want to now have my minimum be 2.5. I want to try and increase my streaming endurance. Of course, that's not to say that I will never do a stream shorter than that. If like I have to, or if it's like I'm busy that day, but I still want to stream. I'm just saying, like, for the average stream, I want it to be 2 hours, 2.5 hours is my new minimum.
困りましたねこれね
魔法少女紫しよんだよ。
ちょ待ちやそんな
Just slowly but surely trying to regain my,
奇跡ですよ
I guess, my like spark with streaming, I guess. Because I still do love it dearly. I'm just so burnt out, I guess, you know. It's, like I said, that's something that every streamer and content creator deals with.
あでもホロライブもお笑い
So it's just, you
コ
know,
メントもありますね
Terror streams are good for VOD reasons. That is very true as well. That is very true. Yeah, 5+ hour VOD. There's been times like that too, where it's like a streamer I like will do a stream, and I'll be like, oh, I can't make it, but I'll catch the VOD. And then I go and look, I'm like 5 hours, 6 hours, like, oh my god. You know, it's like, at that point I have to like split it up across a few days, and then at that point there's probably going to be another stream I need to watch, and so, oh gosh. So I mean, like, yeah, that is true as well. For any of my VOD watchers that might be out there. Yeah, like, I don't see myself ever being, like, an endurance streamer where I'm doing, like, 9 hours every single day. I give people credit that do that, don't get me wrong. Like, one of my friends, Mini Alpha Ash, she has insane stream endurance. I give her so much credit. Like, if I even had, like, a fraction of the endurance she has, that would go a long way. You know, but for me, I don't know. I can't stream that long, man. I'll exhaust myself. You know, and then it's gonna make me, like, not want to stream for a while because I'm just too exhausted. I'm just not built for that.
それは悩むなこんにちは
When I do YouTube, I'll probably do it like the olden days of Kizuna and I, just regular YouTube vids. That's completely fine.
誰かのこと一番好きだって
Yeah, you don't need to be a streamer to be a YouTuber or to be a VTuber at all.
船長は船長だから船長にわかりましたか
And I will say, it's like as much as I do love VTubers and like streamers and all that, I still do watch more like YouTube videos, like pre-recorded and edited content. I tend to watch that still more than I watch like live streams. I used to be crazy about watching live streams, man. I would have like 4 devices going all at once. But at one point I'm like, you know what? I can't keep giving myself sensory overload like this. So I now it's like, the most I'll have now is like 2 streams. Unless there's like a lot of my like good friends streaming all at once. At that point I'll just open a tab on multi-Twitch. And I'll just kind of like, you know, take turns which one I have the audio on for. Because I want to be supportive, but I also want to maintain my sanity too and not have to deal with sensory overload, so the best I can do. Oh, man.
どうしたらいいんですかそんなにこんなマリンは頑張って転びしないように気持ちよくなっちゃったマリンはね冬でも水着を着る女だからここまで準備したんだよね頑張っちゃった魔法少女紫しよんだよ困りましたねこれね困りましたねこれねどんな味だろう
Shion. We got her, we got Gura.
よろしくお願いします
So that now it's just Ame and Kiara from Halloween Gen 1 that we don't have? Yeah, we gotta put in little Gura. Let's make Gura the littlest one. There we go. And let's see, who am I gonna want to try and unlock next? What do I have to do for Ame and Kiara? Set all 4 members of Gen 1 in your deck and achieve... Okay. Achieve 9 chains, that's gonna be hard. So the 4 members of Gen 1... Wait, do they mean Hololive JP Gen 1? Oh yeah, that's these 4. Right. Because this is Gen 0 or whatever you want to say. Okay, so we need Aki, Hachima, Fubuki, and Matsuri. Where's Aki? I scrolled by her, didn't I? Aki, Hato, who else was it? Fubuki and Matsuri. Okay. Ahoy. Isn't Matsuri Gen 2? I mean, I think she's the 2nd generation, but I think like Sora's generation, I think they're like Gen 0 or whatever you want to say. Because to unlock Ame, it said the 4 members of Gen 1. You know what I mean? So it's gotta be these 4. Let me see. Okay, yeah. Yeah, these 4 are Gen 1. Despite the fact they are technically not the 1st generation. That's confusing. Oh no, it's totally fine. That's a... Honestly, I would have made that same mistake. If it wasn't for the fact that it said the 4 members, I wouldn't have known what they were talking about.
ちょっと始めていきたいと思
思います。エッチな気持ちを静めていきたい。
Little girl.
マリンはね、こう冬でも水着を着る女だから。 君の解釈大好きなんだけど。おっぱいは大きければ大きいほどいい。はい。いろんな女に手を出しては振られて。どうもこんにちは。こんにちは。うちら青春マジずっと無駄だねみたいな顔じゃんこれ。
Yeah, man, Chain of 9, that's hardcore shit. I don't know if I'll ever pull that one. I am a chocolate super agent. I feel like a fraud. Nah, I feel you, man. I feel you. Because I've been a Hololive fan for so long, but it's like, I haven't, like, I've kind of fallen out of the loop, so it's like I've started to forget stuff like that. So it's like, I feel you. I'm right there with you.
ホロライブ家の目の前の大好きだよ。ホロライブよろしくお願いします。難しいよ。
雨です。
わかるわかるわかる。はいわかるわかるわかる。
これね、指指。
頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ頑張れ。アローナ。
まで。
はい、ひまち。はい、近くでねマリンの平素などを眺めて楽しく過ごしてくださいね。マリンもさ、参加するわ。
当然船長が愛されたという船長としてだと思ってた。わあ、可愛いってなった。猫ちをね、恥ずかしいよ。性癖食わず嫌い王がうっかり消えてしまったので。というわけです。
Oh no, I buried that core on it.
こんなにエッチなのにですか？ マリンは頑張ってフォローしないように。
I don't think I have any gurus in play. Can I block this core name? No.
ホロライブ
いろいろありましたら、みんな仲良くします。
Man, I'm so glad that Saba's gonna finally be streaming. I'm so excited for that, man. Oh my god. It's gonna feel like watching like an important part of like VTuber history or something, you know? Oh my god, 3 Hachimas in a row? That's intense.
みんなで気持ちいいよ。気持ちいいよ。やばい。やばい、マリンの時がと言わない方がいいから。
USK ハーフエルフアキロゼコとミカで
ミカ
ちょっとエッチな感じにしたいね。
Oh no!
マリンもさ、
Hachima's so close yet so far. 3 Nikos in play and not a single one within touching range. There we go, now there's one. Some intense stuff right there.
困りましたね、これね。今は陸で暮らす海賊女、かっこ要するにコスプレ。この女上司マリンに任せなさい。
しょうがないにゃ。いいよ。
I was hoping that was an Aki in there, not a Hacho. It's hard to tell because they both got like the pigtail type hair, you know? Which, it looks different enough like in their like regular models, but in this game with like the simplified style, it's a little tricky to tell.
今この瞬間マリンは17歳ということだ。一つよろしくお願いいたします。みんな。愛すぎて。女神コーデです。バジンビンタみたいな。
ハロライブイングスアドベントの
引っ張ると脱げるぞ。今この瞬間マリンは17歳ということで。
Bibu is one of those people where it's like she was like born to be like an entertainer genuinely. She's just genuinely so entertaining even when she's not even trying.
マリンの前では全開放してくれた。これ見たかったはず。
I will say, man, whoever's in charge of scouting for Hololive and like deciding who gets in, they do a great job, I have to say.
みんな今日もカメで
あれ言っちゃったの私ってばもしかして言っちゃったのかな。
アローナお待たせん時間だ。
うちら青春マジずっともだよねみたいな顔じゃんこれ。
大丈夫そんなイケメンそんなぽいぽいぽいぽいなめって大丈夫
組の
なの
カルセンこと竹ロゼことアキロゼタルです。
ちょっとやばいな参った
Ooh, big money.
ハロライブいいんですアドバントのハロヤクボイスそれは悩むな
Big money.
まあなんか気づかないうちにすごい失礼なことやっちゃってたらどうしようと思ってこういうのだよ君たち
もろ酒飲み組のカルセン
生マリ
こと
ンちゃんの始まり始まり
ことアキロゼタルです。
恥ずかしいの店長のこともしかして全然ノーダメかな普通に
Well, that Fubuki looking a little unstable.
なんかめっちゃくちゃいなこれは
もろ酒飲み組のカルセンことアキロゼことアキロゼタルです。
性癖食わず嫌い
Well, it's starting to look like we could actually make it to the 3-hour mark, so maybe we'll just go there and then we'll close off for the day. I'll go and get myself some rest.
店長殺せみたいな感じですよマリンのせいです
Yeah, and like I said, so from this point, there's a stream that's happening on Sunday.
お互いウィンウィンでこのネットはね
Probably like a little bit later than the time it is right now. And then Tuesday, I believe Kalibi and I are going to do a collab. We still need to figure out what exactly. We've been talking about doing more of Longest Drive as well as Schedule 1, which I've never actually played Schedule 1, so that would be interesting. I've been meaning to give it a shot. It looks like a lot of fun. So, yeah. But aside from that, I might pull back on streams just a little bit because I feel like I need to recharge my batteries because I'm just fed up, bro. I'm fed up. But I really, really do, like, appreciate the people that are here for it despite that, you know? I mean, like, I know that it's not always, like, the comfiest watch to watch somebody that's, like, frustrated and aggravated and fed up, but it's like, I really appreciate that there's still people that want to be around despite that, so thank you for that, like, genuinely. It makes me feel less bad for feeling this way on stream, which I know I shouldn't feel bad. It's my stream. I could be how I want to be. I get that, but at the same time, it's like, I don't know. I don't like putting out a negative version of myself, you know? I like to give my best when I'm on stream, and I guess it just feels like right now that's something that I can't do, so my best bet is to take it easy, you know what I mean? Thank you for saying that, so I know you guys have been very reassuring this whole stream, and I really do appreciate that. It's just, I don't want this to be the norm, you know, and so like I said, I'm gonna pull back from streams for a bit. You know, I guess just give myself room to breathe. Which, it doesn't even feel like I stream that much to begin with, so but, yeah. The guild, yeah, I will. I'll do my best to at the very least. I don't know, like I said, Fallout 4 might not be something that I keep streaming because I don't want to keep dealing with the bullshit that comes with that game, you know what I mean? It's too buggy, too unstable. It's the kind of game where it's like I can tolerate playing it on my own time, but playing it on stream where it's like I have to rely on it just working, you know, or else I have to sit here and troubleshoot on stream. It's like, I don't want to do that, and I don't want to have to keep doing that. I don't want to sit there for 10 minutes reloading a save just because it gives me the blackface glitch, you know what I mean? So, if any, like, I'm sorry if anyone's disappointed to hear that, but I don't know if I can keep streaming Fallout 4. Maybe New Vegas, you know, but Fallout 4 is just way too unstable of a game, and like I said before, I'm at a point where Bethesda quirkiness is not endearing to me anymore. You know what I mean? It was for the longest time, but now it's at a point where it's like, bro, I spent good money on this fucking game. Can it just fucking work? You know, I mean, Bethesda has the money, has the manpower to make a game run well, and if ESO, Elder Scrolls Online, if that's anything to go by, they clearly know how to make a game stable. They are very clearly capable of doing it. They just choose not to. I don't know if it's laziness. I don't know if they know it's like, oh, we don't have to fix our game. There'll be unofficial patches that do it for us. You know, I don't know what the reasoning is. I don't know why they're like that, but it's inexcusable in my eyes, man. No other industry is like this, where you can just release, like, aside from just like the greater technology, you know, industry, no other industry is like that, where you can just release a product that is completely just dog shit. You know what I mean? Just broken. And still expect people to, like, pay full price. And honestly, it's like other people, like, you're the weird one if you complain about it, because it's like, okay, if you don't like the way that the game is, make your own game. You know what I mean? It's like, well, here's the thing. I'm not the one that has a multi-million-dollar company backing me. If I did, I would make my own fucking games. Believe you me. It's just, I don't know, man. I love video games, and I always will, but I've come to hate them I've come to hate them too, if that makes sense. Because it's just, I'm so tired of this bullshit, man. I'm so tired of overpriced DLC. I'm tired of just everything about the game industry lately, man. It's just, it's become so shit. Reminds me of people that dismiss the most basic. Yeah, right? I don't know why people are like that. It's like, why are you running defense for the multi-million-dollar company? It's like, do you like the product that you spend your hard-earned money on? You like that the product is not good? You know, you like buying a game knowing full well that you're probably going to have to sit there and troubleshoot why it's not working? You like that? You know, it's just, I don't get it. It's like, because I get it where it's like, yeah, you know, listening to someone that just complains all the time is annoying, but it's like, frankly, bro, if nobody ever complained, things would never have improved. You know what I mean? We'd still be living in the Stone Age if people didn't say, you know what? I don't like living in a cave. I don't like wearing, you know, the pelt of a slain animal. You know, I want to wear something that doesn't require me to risk my life to get, you know? If people never complained, things would have never improved. We would have stayed stationary as a species. Things would have never gotten better. We would have never gotten smarter, more industrious. That all happened because people were fed up with how things were and decided that they need to be better. So no, I'm not gonna stop complaining. You know what I mean? I'm not gonna. Oh, come on, you dirt! I know no one here saying that. I know that, and I appreciate that you guys are based enough to not do that. But it's like, you know, oh, come on, bud. You know, why is it really that big of a deal? Yes, it is. I watched Morbius with my family years ago, and when I said this movie doesn't have an ending, my mom said that's what the next movie's for. See, yeah, it's like, it's one thing to leave it open-ended for a sequel, but if the ending of the movie feels like not satisfying, it's like, why'd I even bother watching this movie? You know what I mean? You know, it's like no payoff whatsoever. I'm just really fed up, man. I'm just fed up with so much shit that's just been allowed to just continue to happen. You know, so I'm in a place where it's like, man, I need shit to work. I need stuff to just work. Little to no troubleshooting at all, dude. You know what I mean? Like, at the very most, it should be something where I just Google, how do I fix this? And there's just like a Reddit post that just tells me one simple thing that I could do or change to fix it. Anything beyond that, I'm just done with. I'm at a point where it's like, if I'm trying to play a game and it's this piece of shit that just doesn't want to work, I have to sit here and try and figure out how to make it work, I'll either just refund it, uninstall it, whatever. I'm done with that, man. I'm done. And I feel like more people need to be done with that. Otherwise, things will never change. The ending is Morbius flying into the sky shortly after killing his friend turned evil, and the woman they killed opening her eyes. It baffled me. Yeah, see, that doesn't sound like thered be a lot of closure in that. You know what I mean? It's like, oh, well, if you want to see what happens, you gotta watch the next movie. It's like, well, bro, I don't know if I want to watch the next movie. Why? So you could just dangle the ending for that one in front of me, too? Like, oh, you're gonna have to see the third movie. No, I understand what you mean. I understand what you mean. Yeah, I don't know. The ending to a movie should give you some kind of closure. Even if they are setting up for the sequel, it should still feel like a satisfying payoff. You know what I mean?
困りましたねこれね。しょうがないにゃ。いいよ。助けて君たち。外しは。
I think we'll wrap up after this game, though. This round.
でも前もすごいことしたし。
Speak of the fucking devil. Alright, yeah. We're gonna close off there. I need to go and get some rest, I think. But 3 hours ain't bad for a stream, and I appreciate you all bearing with me through it. I've put... Oh, that was my 50th round, I think. Unless they stop counting after 50. But yeah, the post-credit scene has the Vulture from No Way Home literally say, I don't know why I'm here, but Spider-Man is behind this. Literally, they literally say that. That's so funny. But yeah, I'll get some rest. I'll try my best to just take it easy, you know. You know, I'll just, I'll maybe think of a game that I can play that's just kind of leisurely. I'm gonna cheer you up, but play Uma Musume. Is that a game? I've never played, I've never heard of that. I'll look into it though. I definitely will. I always appreciate recommendations. Oh, okay, yeah, okay, I know the one. I didn't know it by name, but I know of the horse idol game. I think Pippa's played it. Yeah, I'll look into that. Maybe I will. Maybe, you know, just something that I can kind of mindlessly play and just appreciate, like, cute girl, nice. But anyway, yeah, we're gonna raid out. We're gonna raid Kalibi, who is currently playing Date Everything. She's been really into that game lately. Which has been fun to see. Not sure what she's doing right now. I think she's trying to... I honestly don't know. I guess we'll go see what she's up to. Not that game. Yeah. Yeah, I don't know if it's the kind of game I would play. I don't know if it's really my style game, but it's been kind of fun to watch people play at the very least. You know, it's kind of a low impact game. Don't have to really think a whole lot about stuff. So yeah, let's go say hi to Callie. You know, be nice to her. She deserves it. She's a lovely and sweet person. Always very supportive of me. So we're gonna go show some support to her. Alright guys, take care. Have a good rest of your day. Sorry that this was just a lot of ranting. I'll try and get my model to work, and I don't know, if I can fix the issues with Fallout 4, maybe I'll stream it again, but I kind of don't want to. So if my mind changes, I will. If not, I won't. It's really just down to that. But yeah, thanks for hanging out again, guys. Thanks for bearing with me. Thanks for letting me get all that out of my system. I feel very heard. And yeah, till next time, gamers. See you Sunday. Have a good one. Bye-bye.